but we're like, we don't know how things can go. You know, plans normally go tits up at first contact. So we'll just stick with the hard 60 with the promises that we will only keep, casualties to a minimum, which you should do anyway. Good practice. And so that's all good. The Admiral just kind of verbally shakes our hands, and then we are whisked out to the foyer once more with the intent and a location of stopping this oddly quote unquote Howler Bryce. And so after that, it's, hey, doll, what the fuck are you doing here? It's like, well, I'm doing the same thing as you, obviously. Let's go talk over some drinks. And so we smash cut to some fucking tavern I made up on the spot. And we're having some drinks and just kind of talking over what's been going on recently. Doll hasn't seen half of the team present since Juniper went to Venice to try to get mom's influence out of her own head. And they've been doing some stuff in the meanwhile. So a lot of good talk, and then right before the break happened, serendipitously, someone comes in and says, "Hey, I got this map of the location that we're supposed to be sailing toward. It's a rough cut, but it's enough to plan off of." And so we go on break, and people talk about whether pasta is macaroni or some bullshit. I was working,
Noodle.
so I wasn't really filled into it. What was it? Our noodles pasta? What was the whole
Yes.
thing?
Is
The
macaroni
claim
Our
was that
pasta?
elbow,
macaroni
our
was
elbow.
noodles. Macaroni was noodles was the claim. The
Is
false
We
claim.
don't
macaroni
say those words anymore. We don't
Yes, we
say
do
those.
not. We will not.
Right, right. Yes, the the argument that shall not be named happened, and then afterward, we just spent the latter half of approximately 2-ish hours. That's a conservative estimate, looking at a map, and it's a good map for what it is. But it's something to kind of work off of, and us being the magnificent planners that we are, really took it to heart. And I mean, I'll go over the plan whenever Kat gets here because she wasn't here for the actual plan to know what's going on. But just the second half was going over some finite details as to how to broach not only Howler's defenses, but to locate this kind of purported sacrificial ocean chamber that might be, subterranean in either his keep or his house or this here suspicious tower toward the south of the left. So, well, you know what? We'll just keep it like that. BG's got to go early. I'll recap the plan whenever Cat gets here, but that's kind of where we left off. What we did do, and what we will probably still do, is we were slow rolling pretty hard because we didn't want to get our fortunes told before Juniper was done stuffing her face. So while we still may not yet be headed out to get our fortunes read, we still find ourselves here at the squall, whatever I said, kind of wrapping up some tea, some honey and herbal tea, mint for Nina all around before we continue on with our night.
Mhm. All right. Well said indeed. As all of you are relaxing and eating some stuff, and I won't say what you might be eating, but mostly very seafood right there in this place of John Calamari's Creewif, the bartender that is right there. Of course, you also made all those plans in regard to the attack, and as you said, it's a good idea to go through bullet points when the others join as well, to recap a little bit on what we have planned or see if there is any other ideas or changes to that regard. But nonetheless, right now you are right there. And indeed, it is a calming day. As you were marching through the town earlier on, you did see that the oracle that you've been talking about is still there. That little shop. There's also a small tent right behind them, so perhaps they improved their business a little bit. Who knows? And in general, the city of Arxester, other than the ports that you've seen decay might not be the better word, but understand that the port efficiency and economic value has been decreased. But in general, the rest of the city has been quite flourishing. You understand that though if this situation continues with the port, well, in some years it might not be the case, but thankfully they have people like you arranging their taxes for them and doing some nice deals. So if everything goes well with Mr. Howler, then you won't have this to worry about.
Hey,
As you are standing right there, the bartender will bring you the next round of drinks and teas, from what I've heard from Sama here. As he will see a little this in front of Lupa, and he will look at Brent and say, "Is it certainly okay if your dog eats this? I mean, I haven't seen them sit on chairs like that in the past."
Um, if you have a bowl of water, I would much rather she have that than he looks
fire
at Nina.
water, fire water.
No, regular water. He'll look back. Just a bowl of water.
She can
Alright.
have some of my food. I'll feed her. Don't worry. She
Oh
has
no, it's
great
fine.
table manners.
Don't worry, Nina. I have enough food for the two of us.
Sure. Okay. I believe you.
And she'll throw like a piece of octopus to Lupo.
Perfect.
Alright. If there is anything else you require, please do tell me, as you will go back to prepare for some later in the next round of drinks, perhaps in the future, and clearing up some stuff on the bar table. As you're going to see Ogvar and Juniper having a rather personal conversation among themselves, a bit oozing out, like they are whispering some stuff to each other's ears and telling a little bit about their children right there, spacing out a little bit in general for the time being.
Gal, I don't know how much you know about Juniper and Alpar. I don't know if you know they were together, a piece, a pair. I don't know if you know that they had kids. You didn't mention it. Did they have kids when you saw them? I
They
don't know
did,
the timing.
yes. And I unfortunately do know that they're an extremely tight pair.
Yes. Well, they are whispering now because they're probably talking about doing a lot of unmentionable and uncouth things. So, yeah, don't feel offended by them being all whispery and quiet and secretive. Now, Nina has something to say to you. You have a wild imagination, is what you have. And while your dreams and your hopes in regards to Nina might not ever come true because she's sworn to another, doesn't mean we can't have like a little bit of fun, you know? As friends, just friends. We can't explore each other's bodies beneath silk. But that doesn't mean other people can't explore our bodies. How would you feel about maybe going to a spa, maybe getting a massage, having a nice night? Won't be touching each other, but professionals will be touching us.
Nina, dear, you just get more alluring by the seconds. You wouldn't
know.
know, but I am an extremely big fan of a bathhouse. And a
Perfect.
lot of the places I have frequented recently either don't have one or are far too hot a climate to house one. So I adore your sentiment.
Great. Because with this being Archester in the little port, Nina imagines that there'll be quite a few houses, Sailors have to, well, when they come aboard, when they aboard land, they need to relax, right? So even if it's not like a spa, I'm sure we can repurpose a cat house, They're good with their hands.
This is true. I do like the way you think, Nina.
We'll find some, is what we'll do.
Certainly.
Do you guys want in on this too? Nina says as she turns to Brain and Shaw and hold on, I just had a ping. And Juniper and Ogvar, and she says, "How about you? Yes, you want to come? Sound good to you too? You four?"
I mean, a nice warm bath is always invited to me.
Perfect. It's one for Brandon. Shar?
But a luxury is always wonderful.
It's tall, juniper, yes or no?
Sure.
Sure. It's three, Agvar. Yes or
What's
no?
happening?
Yes or no?
To what?
Juniper said yes. Juniper said yes.
Just yes
Oh,
or no,
then
dear.
yeah.
You don't need context.
Do you want to go to a bathhouse? Get a massage or something?
No. If Juniper wants it, then sure.
Perfect. Perfect. That will be our evening before we're stuck on a fucking boat for a month. We can unwind
get-
and relax.
Or we get fortunes.
Well, we can get that toll, just because we're getting the fortunes will take like 5 minutes.
Nina is
No.
just
I
trying
could
to
be
stall.
bored.
Nina's
Yeah.
just trying to stall before we have to head out.
I'm not trying to stall. I'm just, the longer you wait for something, the better it feels. So, these
Mhm.
extra few seconds might make all the difference. Who knows? But I did kind of forget about the fortunes while I was thinking about the spa and the massage. So, fortunes, how you all feel? Dal, I mean, Nina doesn't actually believe in that shit, but it's fun to listen to, Listen to how wrong it can be, how far
Well,
off
there is
base they
that.
can be.
Oh,
It's cool.
certainly. That's not to dissuade from the fact that some people can indeed divine the future. This person may be one of them, but it is more fun, as you say, if they are completely incorrect. I'm all
Mhm.
for it.
Perfect. Great. Do we want to finish drinks, or do we want to go just right now? Juniper, did you finish your loaf? You just ate it. You just ate like a loaf of bread without it. You didn't even cut it up.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It seems like you were eating that bread for a solid week. You didn't talk the whole time. You've been famished, dear.
It was just so good. It was like sour or something.
Sourdough. That's what it was. Was it chewy?
Pretty chewy.
Yeah. You just chomped away the whole time we've been talking. You didn't even say anything about the man. You.
It was good.
Okay, great. So what do we want to spa and then wait? No, do we want to fortune then spa or spa then fortune?
I say fortune and spa.
This sounds good. I think the fortune's closer, so that makes
Oh.
sense. And also, we know where it is, as opposed to stumbling around looking for a spa that might not exist. It's fine. We'll get to that. We'll get to
And
that.
we can gossip about our completely accurate futures in a bath.
That's true. That is very, very true. Okay, I'm getting excited now. 1 second. Nina is going to pick up the tea that was just brought by, the fresh tea. She brings the cup up to her lips and starts to chug it down, and you can see her face crease and compress in pain and agony as she's chugging down this fresh hot tea. But she finishes it. Okay, I'm ready if you guys are. And if you're not ready, you should have told me before I chug this down.
Oh,
Yes, dear.
my name is Shar, but I hope you don't mind me asking. What is it that you do when you're not signing up for the pirates?
Oh, very interesting question. You want to know more about me? Well, what I do when I'm not adventuring with a very attractive and capable, exciting group of individuals, honestly, I'm just sitting around with my friends. I like talking, I like experiencing, and I've made some very, very intriguing friends recently. And I love learning about them, learning what they can do, and just seeing what other friends I can make. Besides, I'm also currently in the process of constructing my residence, so that takes up a good portion of my time as well.
Oh, you didn't mention anything about that. Making your residence. That's like building a
Yes.
house, right?
It is, yes, dear.
With your own hands, Dina says, glancing down at Dal's like soft hands. Doesn't look like you're much of a stone weaver.
I am not, no. My skill comes from other aspects. But no, some friends of mine and some people my friends have hired are taking care of it all. I don't have to lift a finger, thankfully. They're so nice.
You know what? I didn't either to make mine on Locke's house. It just literally appeared one day. Yeah. Thanks
Ooh.
to these stuff. Mina says nudging ahead towards Juniper and Ogva.
Oh,
It's
that's so
nice.
nice. Yeah,
You
certainly.
can they make the frame and you make the you know the details. You get to paint the inside. It's cool.
Definitely.
Mm.
They
You'll have
provide the
fun.
paint, but you get to paint the memories. It's adorable.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Sorry, Sean, I interrupted you.
I was just curious as to where is this house? Where is this place being made?
Oh. Oh. I mean, you can certainly come to visit soon if you want. I already told Nina that she needs to come see me. But I reside in the heart of Zool.
You see Shar like visibly flinch when you say Zul.
There's just something about the seas of burning sands just for miles around and the possibilities that can happen in the sheer nothingness out there. It's captivating, honestly.
How do you deal with the sun? The summers here in Anarath are like so fucking warm. How do you deal with it out in the sand?
Well, honestly, over the past couple of years, I've become very acclimated to very hot temperatures, so it doesn't bother me at all. But also, and that's what a house is for.
It's true. Do you have anyone to fan you?
Oh, that's a very good idea. But no, I
Give me a
currently
call.
don't. I don't.
Okay. You should
That should be
definitely
on
look
the.
into
I,
that.
I will take that. I will take that. That goes on the docket.
So long as
But
you
Shar,
pay them, great job.
oh, of course. What do you take me for? They get
Ah.
recompense that they couldn't imagine.
Good.
But have you been to Zool, dear Shar? I mean, you should come if you haven't. I mean, my invitation is open to all of you when it's done being constructed.
I've been there before, yes. I don't think I'll be able to be there for a while though. With setting up my caravan and everything else there and all that. Shar is not looking at you as she's saying this.
Oh, certainly. We all have our other tasks and needs to tend to, so sometimes not everything syncs up, I understand.
Hold on. Shar, was one of the 30 people you murdered from Zol?
Ooh,
Wow,
what a
I mean,
statement.
jeez. You just really threw that out there, didn't you?
Sorry. No. That's my bad. You did. It's not. They were assholes. It's not really murder. You know, the people that you dealt with. Was that part of Zol?
Yes.
Well, they were assholes. So, you know, if Nina was the one making the laws, what you did wouldn't be a crime. We could still go there. That place is huge. They just wouldn't, we could put a HUD on you, give you a little umbrella to keep the sun away. No one would know. No one would know. We just give you a different name. Right?
That is a thing that will be in the future.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I don't want me to pressure you. And sorry for saying murder. Again, Nina doesn't think about it like that. You just dealt with some very mean people. Anyway.
Shall we get? You'll see Shar will like pull out a little what looks like a flask from inside of her like the belt pouch. Like she pours a good amount of it into the teacup in front of her. Takes another swig from the actual flask itself,
Nina has said something terrible. What she feels. Shar, she is very sorry. I thought you were proud of it. Is all. I'm sorry. You should be proud of what you did. But it's whatever, you know. Should we go get our fortunes told? Should we go and forget about this?
We certainly can. However,
Perfect.
Juniper dear, now that you've
Let's go.
finished eating, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you pay attention at all to the planning we were doing, or do you need a quick refresher?
Maybe a refresher would be good.
Just in case, because the very first part of this plan is incumbent on you.
Oh?
Indeed. Shar, could you lay that map out again?
Alright.
BG, take us to the map!
Just a moment. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Just a moment. There's the shortcut. I need to drag it. Here it
Took
is.
longer than a second. That's unacceptable.
All right. So, Juniper dear, do you see this?
I do. What am I looking at?
Well, so we focus on the lower half over here, where it says Howler's Estate and Suspicious Tower. This is where we believe there to be some underground chamber, where he conducts some very evil sacrificial, let's say,
Wait,
rain
which
to
tower?
the right down here, the Suspicious Tower, the lower left here.
Oh.
Yes. So it is in this area that we need to focus our attentions on. However, we would like to do so without let's say, a grandiose party of onlookers to our arrival.
You don't want to
So-
look suspicious?
Not at all. I look like many things, and suspicious is obviously not one of them, so let's keep the train going. So what will happen is one day, whenever we are in the area, it has been decided that you can help us be some sort of avian creature to kind of do some reconnoitering of the area and see what people look like, what they do, what some numbers are, just what's going on here in Mr. Bryce's main area. We use this information for whenever the time we want to strike is. So what happens is, initially, Nina and myself, the beautiful pair of the team, are going to go here to the watchtower. And with our powers combined, we shall make sure that everyone inside has nothing else to do but pay attention to us. So when this is done, Brennan's beautiful ship, I have not seen, but I've heard so much about it, in addition to a tree being in it, which I must say, very intriguing, is going to sail up to the watchtower and drop off yourself and your army of branded, what was it, dear Nina?
Our army of Bobs.
Bobs, that is correct.
Bobs.
Your army
and
of Bobs.
Shatter maybe. Shatter maybe. Oh, who knows?
Shatter. Bobs
Oh.
and
Shatner.
Shatters.
Shatner.
Shatner. Ah,
Shatner.
okay. Shatner.
Yes.
He was kind of special though. Like he was a special case. I mean, this is gonna take a lot of energy. This is
We
gonna
can
mean
talk-
a lot of cookies.
We can talk about the Shatner thing, the spa, Juniper. Nina has a whole idea for it. You might like it, you
Okay.
might hate it, we'll see.
Is
Also, sorry, I'm really sorry to interrupt you, Dal.
No, no.
Juniper, just so you know, because I know this map doesn't say it. These
Uh-huh.
bits, and Nina says she's pointing to like over here and over here. That's grass. That's not lava, you know, or fire. That's
Oh.
grass.
Okay.
Because Nina knows you see them both the same color, so just
Oh,
to let you know. Yeah. That's water. That's sand. That's grass.
thank you.
You're welcome. Get in.
Juniper dear, have I been rude in not considering a certain circumstance of yours?
That's fine. Is that all that's happening?
Oh, no, not at all. I was just drawn to you. Anyways, okay. Are cookies incumbent in your power?
Very much. And bread. And mushroom
Which-
soup.
Okay. All right, we should go on a shopping trip before we head out then. But aside from that, so Nina and myself are at the watchtower, making sure no one raises any sort of alarm. The ship comes up to the watchtower, little island area, drops yourself and your army of Bobs and Chatinaires off, and then it heads to the docks, where it will cause such a ruckus that everyone over on that side of the inlet focuses on them.
I don't think that we would need to be dropped off. I mean, we could just walk from the land to the watchtower.
Well, we will be approaching by sea, dear.
I know. You can just drop me off so you don't have to go all the way. Pops don't breathe.
Well, I
And
just
I said
figured it'd be
this-
easier for you if you'd rather swim yourself or have them walk along the seafloor. That works out. It's just a spot of timing to consider.
I can make it over there quick.
Fair enough then. I guess then you and yours can head toward there. But the synchronicity lies on Brennan's ship reaching the docks while your Bobs and Chatinaires cross the bridge and head north to the main keep. What we intend here is for a sequenced at the same time pulling of focus right and left, where everyone incumbent in Mr. Bryce's employ is focused everywhere but his estate. And so while your Bobs and Brennan's crew are engaged in the docks, we all sink back up, and due to some of Shar's arcane proclivities, we will find out where we need to go to find the sacrificial chamber and the ill-monikered Howler as well.
Okay, wait. So you and Nina are going to the tower to create a diversion so I can come with the Bobs and then Brennan can go to the docks.
He can accompany, or just his ship can, and he somehow make it to the left side of the inlet. But yes,
So we can create another diversion from what?
well,
Well,
from the docks, dear. We don't want those ships coming over left and harrying our progress. And also we can assume that there are a lot of guards at the main keep, so there needs to be 2 points of split attention.
It's
we need, we
it's
need
in
Oh.
to
our
draw. Go ahead, go ahead.
it's in our
No, go ahead.
suspicions that there is a way beneath the water into Suspicious Tower, as we think that there's probably a ritual site inside that people are being sacrificed at, which could give you bombs, but also give us a way inside.
Oh.
It,
But
Think about
what's the
taking
main
the bombs
goal?
from there.
Like, we're supposed to get into the estate or the tower?
Well, we don't know. That's the whole point of us turning into birds
Yeah,
a
we're
day
go-
before to check out where this guy hangs out.
Yeah, we're going to scout on the first day, which may change some things, but the important thing is the reason for us getting control of the watchtower and making the distractions is because there's going to be a lot of people inside the walls, in the keep, in the estate, and the tower. And if those, if we do make distractions outside, what we can't make a big enough distraction, a real enough distraction to lure everyone out, because
Oh,
the
I'm
people
so
at the watch.
confused though still. So, but our main goal is just to get information?
Well, no, it's to get in and kill Howler.
The first
But-
day is our scouting mission, just being
Mhm.
birds,
Mm-hmm.
a tiny thing. The second day, we actually act,
Mhm.
and we go inside, and we kill this
Mhm.
guy.
Can't we... Do we have to do all the other things though? Can't we just go
We-
in and kill him?
Well, there's going to be a lot of people inside. A lot, like maybe even more than we can deal with, because it's a castle. We
It-
want
it
those
is-
people outside.
This
So-
place is huge, and there's probably more people than we've ever seen. Probably even more than there are
There
people in
could be
Millstone. There is
hundreds.
a little settlement outside.
Yeah. So we make a distraction, but we need that distraction to seem way worse than it is. The people at the watchtower will have signals, you know, saying small problem, big problem, huge problem, oh shit. Everybody, all hands on deck problem. We want them to get that last one. The
Yeah,
only
we
way we
don't-
can guarantee
But-
that is if we control it.
Couldn't we just, if we go and, you know, scout it out and find him, couldn't we just come back and then go the same way and then kill him and then get out and no one
But
would
then we'll be
even know?
surrounded by like thousands of guards. So like
He could have people with him, you know. If we go in and there's still hundreds of people around, who knows what could happen, you know? They could have like wizards or mages because it's all culty and shit.
Well, that's
The le-
that's the point of us scouting out the first day, though, right?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
so we can
yeah.
figure
Right,
out if
Juniper.
that's the
What
case.
we
what-
don't have. This isn't a
with
solid
the-
plan yet.
No,
what
I know.
Our idea is what our idea is that we do exactly what you're thinking, which is go in and get there unnoticed. We have a. This is creating a distraction. It's just a way of ensuring that this is a easier route for us to go unnoticed, because we would have their people elsewhere distracted.
The less people in the walls, the easier it is for us. But if
But
it
that's
turns
not
out on day
guaranteeing.
one, well,
It's not guaranteeing, but
It's-
it's helping us.
hedging our bets.
Right.
Here's what I'm thinking is we get the information and we scout the first day and we do all of that and they're like they say so and so is with so and so and so and so and surrounded by 3 layers of so and so's. So the next day we secretly go back in as like spiders and walk the walls and then poof, there goes Doll and Doll makes an illusion. And then we're in and we kill him and then we're out the same way. No one ever knowing.
If
Or
it,
we
yeah,
could just
That's
spider way
basically
out.
exactly what we're suggesting.
But
Yeah,
you're talking
it-
about the docks and the watchtower when we could
yeah,
just
but
literally go in the
that's
same
all day
way.
two. That's
No,
all day
because
two.
if-
That's what
we
I'm
don't-
saying. Day 2, we go in because
We
it
have
sounds
to
like
get
you.
there first. We have to get
We
onto
have
the
to scout.
island.
it-
Like
this-
if we
that-
don't get on
Yeah.
the island, then we're gonna have a big problem in trying to kill the guy, and
Okay,
the watchtower is
hold
gonna
on.
see us from miles away.
Your plan, Juniper, of going in, sneaking in, and killing the dude, that's going to be the plan if that's what we
Yes.
when we look around,
yes.
and that's possible. If it's not, this is all just the next step.
But that's what I'm saying is like even if it wasn't possible, if he was surrounded, the distractions that are happening at Watchtower and docks wouldn't make a difference with what's going on there anyways. You would have to
Well-
make a distraction or figure out something going in on second day. When you decide to go in to kill, you would
That's
have
what
to.
we're saying. We're not
No,
planning on doing the
You're
distraction.
no,
on
I
the
hear
first
what
day.
you're saying, and I hear that you're making a distraction. It's just really exaggerated. What I'm saying, it could be very minimal.
We're
Like
trying
the
to
same
pull as
thing.
many-
It doesn't have to change depending on how many people are in there.
We're trying to pull as many people out of the castle as possible. That way it's easy.
Yeah, I know you are. I see that.
We just don't
Huge
want
idea.
reinforcements to be called. What happens?
But-
There's a loud commotion while we're trying to kill Howler, and he calls for reinforcements. If they're too busy taking care of something somewhere else, then it would be easier for us to ensure that he's alone when we try to get in quietly.
This is what I'm saying. It's easy to seclude him. I mean, Nina and I can literally take his hand and zap him out of the area and pull him to a space. Not even here. We could take him to a different, oh my gosh. How far can you do a door, Nina? If I made you into a bug and you and I found him and we went in, you could grab him, pull him through a door, and take him where from there?
Well,
where he's
the
completely secluded and they wouldn't be able to find us. We wouldn't have to
They
involve anyone.
They have to want to come through Nina's door. She can't just hug
Huh?
someone's door.
Well, they don't have to go through a tree. I could bring a tree. I could bring a plant.
There is one aspect to this, Juniper, that I have not been allowed to get to, is that we cannot have so many people there to where we are not able to easily get at Howler, but there needs to be enough there to see the Admiral deal with the Howler.
Part of
That's
the deal
part
that
of the
was
deal.
struck.
There needs to be a
Oh.
certain number of people there who sees the Admiral, or someone who looks like him, be the one to end the Howler's life.
Couldn't
Or
you
at the
pretend to be him?
that's the
And
point.
then you
That-
and Nina
yes.
could save it?
Oh, Juniper dear, that's what I'm saying.
You are right, Juniper. Like all of this distraction ducks and stuff, it's a lot. But we don't need the Bella Lupa to escape, and if we can, this is all dependent on what we see on day one. If he does, if he's the kind of person to just go and stroll along the roof by themselves, then we'll just fucking dive in and beat the shit out of him, throw him off the roof, and get gone. Easy. But if
You are-
he's set in a throne room, surrounded by guards and fucking weird culty magisters and shit, then just magicking our way in would be less easy than just luring those people out. He's the big guy. He's never going to leave his walls. People like him, they're never on the front lines. If we lure people out, then we guarantee that he's alone, or as close to alone as possible. It just makes it easier for us.
Yeah, and that's
So-
what I was saying is that we could easily kidnap him without anyone knowing and then kill him outside where we don't get caught. Even if we were surrounded.
Yeah, if we can kidnap him and do it like alone, fine, great. It's like easy option. And then Dell, we could maybe stage his murder somewhere else so that people see that the Admiral did it. But this all depends on what we see on day one.
We're surrounded and he just disappears at this point.
But what are they gonna do?
So also this kind of depends on we have the ability to get close to him before he
Understand on day one, that's the whole point. That you're scouting and you're trying to figure out what to do and like who's around and like what's his daily routine and everything. It
Yeah.
just seems like even though day 2 is very theoretical, it is a huge plan, which seems nonsensical because you're making a lot of distraction on one side, and that's to assume that anyone in the estate or tower is going to even care about what's happening over there
Well,
to leave.
That's why me and Dal would have halted the tower. They'll have signals, and we will make the signals that tell everyone to leave. Like I said, there's going to be a signal that they have, which is, oh shit, this is super bad, everybody inside come outside. Nina presumes they have that kind of signal. That's the one we need them to light, not the little one that says, hey, only a couple of people need to come and deal with this problem. We need to send a smoke signal that says, hey, everybody come outside. That
Do we
guarantees that
do we
he's
know
not-
anything about his personality?
No.
Or is
just
that
he's
even an
asshole.
unknown?
He's
Just that he's an
a-
asshole?
an evil asshole and he's finally sacrificing people to the ocean. That's it.
Actually, PG,
Mm-hmm.
considering the fact that he's a well-known criminal, and Shar has been hunting him for literally years, would Shar know more about the guy's, anything about the guy's personality?
Because this is coming mostly from research and not in first person. Give me a history check with advantage.
Alright. Let's see.
This entire plan, Juniper, hinges on what we see on the lawn. So, I don't want it to sound like we're dismissing what you say. Woohoo, double 20s.
I just
Double
think that
bits.
we could
Crazy.
be so much
I'll
more
send you PM, sir.
effective than having to do all of that. That seems
I-
so excessive.
I agree. Like, if we can just jump the dude, that's the best, that's the easiest thing to do. Just,
Yeah, but I mean, like,
You know-
even if you wanted to do, if we needed a distraction, we would more likely have, it would be easier to do it closer to the estate and way more interesting.
Right.
I don't know. Doesn't,
I don't-
Doll, you
I-
do
I
all
don't-
those things, don't you? Don't
Well,
you make
we want-
illusions?
we wanted to get your Bobs to walk down that bridge and just meander at the gate. That would draw people out of the keep in the estate. That was like the big part. The
Yeah.
ships was to distract the docks and to make sure that the Bella Lupa is there to pick us up when we leave. Your bobs at the gate would be like, sure, there might only be a few, but if we sent a signal to the tower, from the tower saying, holy shit, this is bad, they'll listen to what's at the tower. The tower is their eyes and
I
ears and what.
guess. I just
Like-
feel like you could be like, instead of all of that, you could be, this is just, an idea. But it could be as worse. We find information about him and we're like, oh, there's a special pigeon call. And then we lure him to the top with using this pigeon call or
Or like
know,
a penny or a rock.
or-
We just throw it and he's like, oh, what's that?
yeah.
he
And then
wanders
I
off.
could swoop and carry him off to the ship or something, and then we could kill him there. Anything.
It would be good. You know what? You did turn us into giant bats that one time. Could you
I can
turn
do-
yourself into... You can turn into a dragon. What am I talking about? I saw you turn into a dragon. You could just pick that fucker up off the roof. Yeah.
So I could be
What?
the whole distraction in itself. If you need one, I could be a giant dragon
Yeah.
at the docks.
Del,
But it's like
I don't know how we forgot to mention this. Juniper can turn into a dragon. Like, a
we'll
weird
talk about it
dragon.
later, Aqua. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
She can show you on the ship.
We can do so many things that like I've seen dolls like super charming and could easily just be like visiting something
Hello,
and then like
cultist.
walk with them somewhere and then we swim
We will...
kind of thing.
We are the planet we presented to you with day 1 scouting, day 2 distractions.
Mhm.
That's worst case scenario where sneaking in and taking
Yeah.
him just one-on-one isn't an option. If we
I
can
know.
do
I
that,
understood that. I
Yeah.
understood there was a day 1 plan and a day 2 plan, and I knew that the day 2 plan is if you
A lot.
cannot have the best case scenario. It just seems like a lot considering what we can all do. I mean, me and
It does.
Ogbar snuck into a jail just fine.
Right, but at the end of the day, this is all theoretical, and we won't have a plan until we actually get there and
Yeah.
scout it out. So
But-
discussing the benefits and it's all theoretical. It's none of this is set in stone, so
It's
it's
good
up for
to
change
know.
at any point.
But it
It's good to
sounds
talk
good to
about
have at
comparing
least
thought.
one solid plan if it works out in our favor. And if that was the case, if that was like, if things go right, it just seemed really extravagant.
You said you can turn us into spiders.
Mm-hmm. Spiders, anything. I can
It
shift
sounds-
everybody.
I don't know how Nina feels about being a spider. A bird is
It
one
didn't
thing.
even. I'm sure we
Spiders,
could.
like,
If
Oh,
everything.
what was
If-
that, Dal? You said, oh, Nina?
Oh, I'm sorry. Just spiders are beautiful.
I mean, yeah, I've talked to them. They can be pretty chill, but like, I don't know. I feel like it would be weird being tiny and someone could step on me, you know?
That's true. That is a very serious.
It's a problem they
concern.
face every day. Like tons of spiders every day. Cartwheels, horse hooves, people feet, you know? It's a real plight for them. Sorry,
I think that's all to say, Juniper et al., is that this is a purely aspirational plan, and I have been part of various groups where our plans have never worked out in our favor, and so this was, admittedly, planned on the heavier, more detailed side of things where everyone needs to be dealt with. But as you present, Juniper, if our reconnoitering presents us with such an option, then too easy, and obviously preferred.
what does that word mean?
Well, what's that do?
Reconnoitering.
Means scouting.
Looking
Scouting?
around secretly, yes.
Ah, okay. No, Nina knows that. Okay. It's good. Sorry. You said that a couple of times and then I just couldn't figure it out.
Oh no, my
Sorry.
apologies.
No apology neither. It's not your fault. But Juniper, it's good that you like talk about the plan in like tear into it because like yeah, it needs to happen. Day 1 we might end up doing pretty much exactly what you said depending on what we see. It's what it will depend. It's nice to have ideas before we even need to talk about it, before they're set in stone. So, yeah, Nina hadn't even thought that you could turn into a dragon, when we were talking about the plan last time. So,
Mm.
it's good that you mentioned it.
And I will only accept your plan if you can turn us into purple spiders.
I
Are there purple
Blue.
spiders?
Blue or
Oh,
red?
there definitely are.
something like that. Well, I don't mind. I just worry that we might hurt people.
Oh,
So,
we're going to be hurting a lot.
Not in the
well, I don't want
settlement,
to hurt
though.
a
That's
lot of
part of
people.
the deal. Is the people in the settlement are off limits. The people inside the walls are part of the cult that sacrifices people to the sea. Still,
Awful.
some of them, I'm guessing, like the cleaners and the janitors and the woodsmiths and the cooks, I'm guessing they're probably people from the settlement. The less people we can hurt, the better. That's kind of why Nina thought, and that Dal thought, that if we have your bobs, we keep them within the walls, like at the gate,
Mhm.
and not outside, because Nina knows how much of a problem
That
it
would
can
be
be when you're
good.
not there. Yeah, so they
Yeah.
don't just wander into the settlement and make more.
I just would be worried if they would retaliate. They find out that it was just a big ol' do you know what I mean? Like a big ol'
Big old.
like we distract them and they're like, "Oh, it's a distraction." And then what if they actually turned on the settlement then? That would suck
Oh.
too.
Well, that's why we're killing the leader and as many of them as we can. Also,
Oh,
the-
so we're
the-
killing a lot of them. It's not just him.
well, we'll kill whoever tries to defend him, unless they're I guess slaves or innocent people.
We are also hopefully getting some backup ships from the Caesarea homeland.
Yet the Bella Lupo will be sailing under the NTSC flag for this, so I don't think they'll think the settlement has anything to do with it. They'll just think it's the NTSC being jerks. And that's the whole point. That's why Dale's going to look like the Admiral. Which I'm really... Wait, Ogvar used to... Wait, you can do that, can't you, Ogvar? You can look like people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wait,
I can
you
just
can
be
do
them.
that, too, Jennifer, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We can't. Can we? All that I'm trying to talk about is I thought it would be so cool if Doll went in and was like somebody else, and then, anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
On a scouting
yeah.
mission, we can find people that this oddly trusts and become them.
That'd be so fun.
It would be. I mean, Nina can't make herself look like somebody else. She can make herself invincible, but she can't look like someone else.
Ooh,
Not that she would
fun.
want to.
I can only do it once for like an hour, though.
By the way,
You need to work on your stamina, Alquar.
It's never been good.
Sure has been looking through a few papers as if looking for something extra. So, from what information I've got on, he's probably one of the smarter people we've fought against, and he's not. He's extremely stubborn, but also extremely narcissistic, and the people who follow him literally worship him. So,
I mean, it sounds like a lot of the people that we've dealt with before, honestly. Let me think. Do you remember Von Droll? He was smart. He was smart enough to make a portal under Ironhaven. You know?
I was about to ask, actually, but it was a while ago, so I'm gonna try to remember the answer.
Well, his name was Von Droll, and he was a wizard. It just means, just look at Ogvar. Smart.
He was a racist.
Yeah, he was. He was racist.
He was the one that was bullying the goblins that were talking about the spring when we invested.
He was a jerk. And this dude is smart and yet he's sacrificing people to the sea so he can get the giant tentacle god on his side. I don't know. Doesn't sound super smart to me now, but what do I know? Yeah. So we have a semblance of a plan. We have a backup plan in case things aren't going to be as easy as we hope they are. And you know, it's moldable. We can mold it after we do our scouting.
Do you happen to have a sketch of him in those notes, Dewey?
Would Shar have a sketch of him? That's probably the first thing to try and do, right?
Mr. DM,
Mm-hmm.
would Char have a sketch of the guy?
I did send you a message, sir. I sent you a private message on Roll20.
Oh yes. I'm asking you, does Shar have a sketch of the guy? Like an image?
Oh, I don't think you would have a sketch, but you would know that he's a middle-aged man and rather tall, and he's bald without hair.
Alright.
Really narrows it down, Char. A middle-aged balding man with a scar. I'm sure there won't be a ton of those amongst the sailors and the cultists here.
No.
But you know what? People will be deferring to him, so that will make it obvious.
Indeed.
Let's just
Oh.
We'll see what we can.
Let's just hope he doesn't have a balding or something.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Nina has a thought. She'll think on it. Belle, I might be able to let you see him. Maybe. Before we get there. If you'll need it. Do you need it?
It would help.
Okay.
And that's to assume that we cannot actually lay eyes on him in our first day of secretly looking at things.
Perfect. Well, it's the plan, unless anybody has any other things to tear it apart for. Juniper?
Just now thinking
I-
about it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Akbar.
The whole dream thing on the way there,
Uh-huh.
is there a way we can make that a little more surreptitious where it doesn't feel like, oh, something's coming to get me, so he like triples down on guards?
Well, yeah, that's the point. Nina wants to get a look at them before it gets there. And maybe the
Yeah.
night of, the night before, Nina can just make them have a bad dream. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't even know it's possible, you know? I only did it with you and Juniper and me and Locke. That's it.
You won't be attacking his dreams for a month on our route there.
Probably not. Because like Agvar said, I feel like that might make somebody a little on guard, you know?
Certainly.
Maybe
Is
just
it
the
gonna-
night before.
Take a long time for us to get there?
A month.
A month?
A month, I know. Nina thought it was like a weekend thing.
Oh.
No.
Do you not like sea travel as well, dear?
No, not really.
No.
We throw up together sometimes. You know, we not
No.
our throwing up lines up, we just puke over the side.
Oh, so that's kind of. Oh my gosh, we don't. That's very little. That's just. Oh my gosh.
It's cruel, is what it is. That's the word you're looking for, Juniper. It's cruel.
It is.
Nobody should be on a boat anymore. But this, is how it is. At least, once you've done this, we could 3 back, maybe, if you can. I don't know.
We can, but I just. But we're going there for a month. How are we gonna know that he's gonna be there a month from now? If everything is just a theory.
Well, the NTSC, the reason why he's there apparently is because he knows the NTSC are looking for him, and he's close or something to like sacrificing enough people to, I don't know, be boomed, you know? So, if he's scared about getting caught by the NTSC, then it makes sense that he'd be staying there.
Main base of operations. That's his house, isn't it?
I know, but if someone was after you, would you be in the most obvious place? That's like if someone was after me, I definitely wouldn't be going to Millstone.
I guess.
I mean,
well,
it's most
that's
obvious,
part.
but it also might make him feel the safest.
You also, Juniper, aren't a narcissist. He probably thinks that his little castle's the safest place in the planet, you know, on the whole flat world.
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't stay in Millstone either if, like, it meant that there'd be a threat on Millstone.
He's also
Well,
been
no, because you're
wanted
not the
for
narcissist.
decades, so I'm pretty
He
sure he's
doesn't.
more than used to having people after him.
He doesn't care about the people around him, Juniper, not like you. They're just shields of meat to stand between him and his enemies and to do his bidding. That's it.
How will we know for sure that he hasn't already, like, killed enough people for his boon or whatever?
We won't.
We don't.
until
We
get
We
there.
don't, dear. There's unfortunately a lot of variables we don't know. We can just do the best we can on the information we have.
It's so long, though.
I know, it hurts. Nina's not going to see Locke for a month. I mean, she'll see him, but she won't, be there. Which sucks. Hard. At least you had all.
Juniper, no worries. We'll have time to discuss it while we're on our way. We'll have a lot of time to do it.
Well, I'm not. I mean, whatever you guys want to do, I'll do. I'm just saying it seems like a lot.
Whatever we want to do.
Whatever you want to do.
I don't know, you're all humming. Do we want to get our fortunes read? Or do we want to keep staring at this map?
I say we have a month to see the plan more finitely, but we have one night for fortune and that passes.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Let's go. Let's roll this up. Let's go. Let's leave. Nina just starts like rolling up one side of the map.
Juniper, dear. Immense pleasure to see you again.
It's been nice to see you too.
Wait, oh, that reminds me, Juniper. You didn't tell me that Dal saved your life.
Oh. Have we had an actual conversation, though, about what happened?
No. I just have what Dal just told me. And it sounds fucking crazy. You went in and had a dream with your mom alone, but you don't know. I know you guys keep saying that you don't know what's the deal with your mom. What happened with your mom? Oh fuck no.
Alone.
What? Not in the last part?
Well, she was alone at the end.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. So Akbar, shh. That's what I said. I was right. You're the. I just said you thought you saw your mom alone, and you said no, she wasn't exactly alone.
Well, she saw him with everyone else except for me, and then after a lot of grueling stuff.
It was a lot. But, I mean, we can talk about it in the spa.
Yeah, that'll be the best time. So we can mix the anger and the weirdness
bubbles.
With bubbles and people touching our muscles. That's what we'll do. Okay, we'll talk about it then. I just want to talk about it. I have so many questions about your mom still, Juniper, and your dream and all that shit. I'm sorry for getting snappy. I think about Juniper's mom and my fingers just tense because I want to strangle her. Sorry.
It's okay. I mean, it's understandable. Well, let's go. Let's go get our fortunes read.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Go. Let's go. Nina will pin
Where
it
do we
down.
go for this?
It was at the south end of the docks. You know, south of where we met Ada for the first time. Nina can show you. She remembers. She remembers that at least.
Then let's go.
Yeah. Hold on. And Nina's
When
gonna
are we
stand up
leaving
and-
for this? We're leaving tomorrow?
Oh, we can leave whenever we want. It's our boat.
As soon as possible.
And Nina's just gonna hand over some coins each to pay our tab, however much that might be.
Ah,
Do you-
we
do you
just
have-
just a couple of gold pieces will be more than enough for all of you.
Yes. I'll leave my platinum. There you go. Went from 4 platinum to 3 platinum. There you go.
Thank you.
Uh,
Have a good day.
You're welcome, and Yoto, have a nice time. Thank you for not serving as octopus, by the way. The last time we came here, you gave me a giant plate of it, and it freaked me out. I'm glad you remembered not to. Thank you so much. It's appreciated.
We've changed policies since then. When were you
Good.
around here back then?
Oh, it was like 2 years ago. It was a while ago.
Oh, I see.
You told us about Captain Ada. Ada Nadar?
Of course, I remember Ada. Where has she
Yeah.
been? I have no other
She-
people drinking that much around here.
Oh, she's drinking at
She's
mealtime
outside on
now.
that ship.
Yeah, she's out. They're boning. They're like a piece. They're together, those two captains. Adrift at sea, you know? Can't keep
Look
their
at
hands
that.
on each other.
Well, she's not captain
Mhm.
anymore, is she?
Co-captain. Co-captain. It's a
Theoretically.
thing. But, yeah.
I
Good
see.
job. Thank you for telling us about Ada, is all. Thank you.
Well, if she has time, tell her to pass by and catch up with a drink.
You know what?
I have
She's
stuff
on
to
the
do
ship.
here, so I cannot leave. But
It's okay. She's on the ship. So, yeah, no, we'll tell her. We'll tell her.
all right, thank you.
See you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And he gives him a wave. Okay, it's it. It's done. You need help. Nina's gonna like put her hands in the back of Dal's chair and like pull it back a little, but it obviously won't move at all.
Thank you, dear.
You're very
So
welcome.
polite.
You're welcome.
I like I love the idea of Nina just like vein in her neck popping as she's trying to move this chair while he's sitting. And then Dahlia
does not move until they stand up.
and Dahlia just casually pushes the chair back. Nina's like, yeah, I did it.
You Dalians, I swear, you might have bitten off more than you could show, if it's even possible for you. I have so many fucking questions. You said yes to the spa. It means you owe me. I'm going to bombard you. Absolutely smother you.
I love your way of words, dear.
Me too. Me too. Let's go. Let's go.
All right,
Scoochies.
certainly. Oh,
Pick
but
it
we
up,
have
pick up the pace.
fortunes first, don't we?
We do fortunes and fuckery and fortunes. It'll be fun. Let's go. Nina's gonna like walk up beside Juniper and like try and take her by the hand and say, Dale said you don't know what happened with your mom. Juniper, I made you that promise that I'll help you strangle her. I swear if she comes back, I will keep it. Okay?
And she readily accepts it and then gives it a squeeze.
You know, not that you
Hey.
couldn't strangle her by yourself.
Well, it's definitely hard. I wish. Yeah.
You wish.
So we're going now?
You wish what?
I just wish I knew for sure.
We'll think about it. We'll
That's definitely the wrong way for fortunes, Brandon.
we will grant you that wish, Jennifer, one way or the other. We'll figure it out.
It's not important now. There's a lot more wishes I've got, so.
Just
long as
because-
it's
So,
Mhm.
sorry. Nina just
Sorry.
wants to make you feel good, but you say what you want to say.
Oh no, I just, you know, I, it happened. It was a lot, and I don't want to
Yeah.
do it again. I just hope it's gone for good.
Well,
Char will
if
very
Ni-
awkwardly, like one arm over her shoulder, give Juniper a hug, and say, "I do apologize for not being there for you."
Oh, Shar. And she'll give her a hug back. I understand. We had a lot going on. It was what it was. I mean, and not even. I had Ogbar sit out of it so I could, you know,
Mm,
not complicate things. And, you know, it's just. It is what it is, I guess.
it is what it is, but it doesn't have to be what it isn't, which is real. No,
Yeah.
no, fuck. Whatever happened, we will make sure that your mom is dead and isn't going to bother you. That's all I'm saying. Even if it means that we have to break into a fucking herbal on a mountain's domain again for answers, well, we'll figure it out. It might
Welcome.
not be the most important thing to you, but just because it's not the most important, it doesn't. It's not.
Thanks, Nina.
You're welcome. You get to pay for my fortune reading, by the way. I only have
Oh,
platinum.
sounds good.
Good.
What are you gonna ask? What do you want to know?
I don't know. That's what the fortunes. That's the whole point, right? Is they tell you, they read your
Oh.
palm, they light some incense.
Well,
You can
that's
ask
where you
questions,
go.
but yeah. Let's go. How do you feel about fortunes, Dell? Nina doesn't like the idea of being told how her life is going to turn out, but you seem to, well, you say that people can divine the future. If someone divines your future, do you rally against it, or what?
It is my belief that there is no future that is set in stone. Everything past the moment of now is just moldable clay to do with what you desire. And also considering what some of our own individual experiences may be, I am interested to see what this person has to say.
Secretly, that's the part Nina likes the most, is hearing about other people's fortunes. Even if I don't think they're real, it's nice to hear what some old crone or mysterious old man thinks about, your friends and family.
Oh, that is true. If anything, it gives you insight into what you present to someone at first glance. So there's at least that.
Exactly.
And Juniper, not to belay the discussion any longer as we are heading out the door,
Mhm.
you said you have a lot of wishes, do you?
I do. One of the biggest issues have been we haven't had any time to go back and try to figure out our situation with Ogbar, and it just seems like it's stacking recently.
What is this situation with your dear husband?
It's just he has so little time left, and it's getting smaller. The more time we spend with all of these little missions is less time that we get to be as a family and really soak up before, And I don't have the same restraints that he does, so it makes it more complicated.
I see. Well, when this is all said and done, let's talk. But for right now, I'm interested in our fortunes.
Me too. What are you gonna ask?
I just want to see what this person thinks I have in my future.
Ah.
What about you? Do you have a certain question then?
I don't know. I was kind of thinking about it. Oliver, do you have a certain question?
Well, no. Last time we just walked up and she was like, there's a dragon, and you have to choose between being a loving husband and other stuff. That's not exactly what she said, but it felt like that's exactly what she was saying.
Ooh, so the two of you have something with dragons. How interesting.
Ooh, do you think that was what it was?
Wait, wait. You were told you have some sort of dragon in your future? And then come to hear that Juniper can turn into a dragon?
I think it was actually in my past, but I didn't even know that she could do that. You can do that? Like,
Can. Mm-hmm.
It was something that just kind of happened. I was just, super upset at the time, and it stirred a lot of emotions. And yeah, it just happened. Just like the one that we saw in the Underdark. Remember?
oh,
She was
Maybe
all dark
Do-
and mushroomy. It was called. And Nina wrote her. Nina wrote her.
maybe you should teleport into a dragon or something a little long time then.
Harper looks jealous.
That could. I mean, I've been doing more and more things. It's been really exciting. Like you guys shifting too, just like me, and creating like different kind of, I don't know, like changing, moving elements. It's been really fun and different.
Yeah.
So
You've been to the
Oh.
Underdark.
Long
that's
time
where he's
ago.
from.
That's
Yeah.
where he's from.
Well, we moved around a lot. The orcs are sort of nomadic. Well, traditionally.
Oh, that reminds me. I thought
Yeah.
do you remember what we were talking about in the Underdark? About
Yeah. The whole wind thing, moving stuff around.
oh. And Char will like get this very smug look on her face, and you see she starts to vibrate, like almost like very visibly, like almost after, and then she's like vibrating very very hard, and then she seems to split into two different chars.
Uh,
I figured out how to do it. They'll both say at the same time.
what? What?
As Shar will show you. If I can find it on this 30-foot long feature sheet. Where is it? Where is it? My apologies. Here it is. She will show you her manifest echo.
Oh, well, that's like, wow, that's way different than what I thought you were trying to do. I guess that makes sense why I couldn't really help you.
I don't know what you're doing right now, but there's two of you. It's weird. Not in a bad way weird, but it just sounds weird. There's like a delay. Is this an illusion? Is this magic? It's magic. It's obviously magic. What are you doing? Use your words.
One Char will like pat you on the right cheek, and one Char will like pat you on the left cheek, and then both feel like kind of strange, like they're both like almost trembling. But they'll just say, "No, no, it's not an illusion. I don't."
Okay. Well, that's cool, I guess. I mean, it is cool. It's neat. Nice. What's it
Right.
do? Is that like, are these both you?
In a way, yeah. Only difference is Shower like pull out a knife and like poke the other one, which then just kind of dissipates. It's not nearly as durable as I am, but it can do basically everything I can do.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's great.
Uh, Char gets like a bit of a blush on her face as she like stares off in the distance thinking, and then she just like shakes her head and says, "Anyways, should I get going?"
Sure, we should. We should. Just, I mean, maybe just you. The fortune teller might get confused if there's two of you. So, maybe put the other one away.
She did.
Just to put some clarity, it is pretty obvious that this one is an echo. Even beasts perhaps would not recognize it, but it's for humanoids and everyone with more than 4 or 5 intelligence, it would be obvious that the echo is something translucent, something that is not really Sar. It's grey completely for that matter.
But
Let's.
Char did already like poke it and it disappeared. That's why she
Well,
said it's not as durable as I am.
well, let's go get our fortune teller.
Let's say we do that and walk 10 feet before talking.
She was
Oh,
down.
someone's sassy today.
She was down here somewhere.
No, it's just this is a normal thing for us. I just like pointing out.
Well, you're the one
conversation's
talking.
beautiful, dear.
I'm like
I'm not
mile
saying it's
away
a
already.
bad thing, Dolly. I'm just having a little bit of fun.
Just reminding us that the existence of walking and talking at the same time is.
That's
It's one
funny,
thing-
Bray, because you don't do that very often. You're quiet. Oh. Way to prove my point.
Oh,
Yep.
No.
I didn't even have to say anything to back you up. Well,
Jesus.
Del, something you should know. If you haven't noticed already, we are a bunch of weirdos. Juniper can turn into a dragon. Char can apparently turn into two people. Brennan can talk to his dog. His dog drinks alcohol. It's I swear. Like,
Oh,
it's
she's
like-
done a lot of bad things from our last card, thing.
She's grown as a person.
Revealed a
and
lot
not-
of secrets.
Yeah, do not whisper a secret.
You're
in
the
her
one who
ear.
gave her
She
the-
will not keep it. I
I mean,
might
she
give
didn't
her,
deny
but she,
it.
I might give her, but she's the one that chooses to drink. That's her choice, I'm just the
Consenting.
supplier. hmm
You can lead a wolf to alcohol, but not make it drink.
Exactly.
Are we
Yes.
Ah,
Yes, wolves are pretty easy when it comes to when they are domesticated. What you put in front of them, if it's a liquid, they will trust you.
Domesticated.
I mean, I don't
Lupa
think
is
they're
a
any
person.
different.
Lupa is a person.
It's
hang on,
left
she
up
isn't
to your character.
domesticated. She's not a
Oh.
pet. If she
You're
was
right.
domesticated,
She's my companion. She's not
yeah.
a pet.
If
But
she was domesticated, she wouldn't be biting people or drinking. It's not a domesticated thing.
Well, wait,
I
does
think
that
it
make any?
actually is.
You think?
I mean,
Yes.
it's like a
I
part of
I call
domesticated
her
life. It's
feral.
just- Oh,
I'd say she's
okay.
feral.
You should have put a little wine barrel on her neck or something that she could hold while we're on our trips.
Oh, that's a good way. Hold on, she already
I mean, she has all
like
the
a little
pockets. She
potion.
could just put it in the pockets.
Wait, no, Locke got her a present for. Locke got her a. Like closes her eyes and tries to cast her memory back to the little hovel that we shared that in the on the Pirate Isle that one night, the Airbnb that we had, and where we exchanged gifts. I think Locke gave her a little chain that she could have a healing potion in, right? Is Nina wrong?
Why? She always has it.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm sure we could repurpose that and put a little
Yeah.
wine vial in there. It's a great idea, Juniper.
I'd rather keep a healing potion on her. Just
I
in
mean,
case.
yeah, obviously you would because you're selfish. Nina just thinks, wine for anybody that needs it.
I'm selfish in the fact that I want my wolf to be okay in case I can't heal her.
You can say it like that, but that's not the purpose of the gift. The gift was so she could give the potion to other people. Selfless, Brenna. Selfless is what Lupa is. But yes, she could also chug it herself, I imagine. I don't know. Can she get it? Can she like bite the file? Because it's on her neck. Because if Nina tries to bite her neck, it makes her look weird.
You've seen her give it. Wait. No, I'm
That's
trying
what I
to
mean. Can she drink it herself? Is that
No.
or is it too?
I'm trying to recall. I think she rescued Locke one time.
With it? No, she did. She did. See, she's selfless, so that's why she should be wine. Because we all drink wine.
No, healing potion.
Okay, it's fine. It's your choice. She's your dog.
What
Well,
I'm more
As you turn over
interested
the
in.
corner, you're going to see the oracle. You recognize her, and she is immediately staring towards you the moment that you come by. You may say that it's fate or she was expecting you, but also you are quite loud walking around this place, so she might be just staring you about that. It's anyone's guess. But she's looking at you with her arms crossed, leaning backwards on the table she has.
What are you more interested in, Belle?
Oh, just you said she can turn into a dragon, she can turn into two people. What can you turn into?
Oh, Nina can turn into a drunk and occasionally a monkey when I drink enough, maybe. Sure, she makes weird noises. I can, I can make people a yeti. It's happened. It's been a thing, and it was weird. But she can. She thinks hard, and she turns people into a nice grooving yeti. All icy and fluffy and starry. It's cool. It's very cool. But it only really happens when she's desperate for feels. I don't know. Weird. Some things Nina doesn't have control over. And it's fine.
Oh.
It's the only thing that Nina can turn into. Well, turn people into. I don't know. Nina forgets. Maybe you'll see things. You'll learn. We have a month on the boat together. You'll see. No point me telling you all right up front because it ruins the surprise. But
Yeah, I love surprises.
speaking of ruining surprises, let's get our fortunes and futures told, Here we are. Here she is. Nina led you all in the right direction to the right place, like she remembers, because she does. Here she
Greetings.
is. Great things. Do you
Recognizable
remember
faces.
us? Yes, we are.
Remember
and
your
so are you.
faces. I see that you are back here, meaning that our previous meeting was fruitful.
Well, we didn't die, and we had a pretty dangerous journey ahead of us. So, yeah, you didn't say that any of us would die. So Nina thinks that maybe you are right about some things.
Seems like that's the case once more.
Yeah.
A gruesome fate in front of you, but this time you seem like you do not recognize it. This time you feel like fate is going to be easy towards you.
It doesn't feel like it, honestly. It feels like fate's being pretty mean to us. But we're doing well right now, so maybe that's why we're happy. Well, we are here, and by the way, it's great that you're still here because that means you've been successful in guessing for the past couple of years. That's nice. I'm happy for you. We would like you to, I don't know, read our palms, palms, read our fates. If you can, one-on-one, if it's a thing you can do, if it's a thing you feel like. And also, we're going for a massage and spa later, and you're, open invitation if you want to go.
What?
First of all, I do not do palms anymore. I do tarot. I've changed the
That's right.
business model.
That's good. It's more profitable, right? Because it takes longer.
It's definitely more profitable. It's going to
Good.
be 3 gold pieces per person.
That's great. Juniper's paying for me.
Gee. If you want to. I mean,
Oh, we
if you
don't.
don't want
We
to get
don't.
a reading, feel free to ignore me.
Del, do you have the
Multiple years'
coins?
salary back when I was protecting caravans.
Well, you know what inflation's like, Ogvar. Everything costs more these days.
Shar will come over here and place 2 platinum on the table.
Interesting form of currency. From
That's
an
a big
interesting
tip.
lady nonetheless.
Is
Is
that
it the
enough?
6 of you?
No, 7. Lupato.
I don't do dogs.
You did that. You did last time.
Tarot cards do not apply to dogs.
Says ho. Says ho.
Says the
They're
person
just
who doesn't
cards.
have
Really?
cards.
Yes, as the person.
I'll give you a whole new platinum coin if you do it for Lupato. If you try.
Alright,
She
I
not-
guess I'll try for share too. However,
Okay.
I will tell you so. The reading for her might not be as accurate as for the rest, because the spiritual realm of beasts and animals, back on the wildlands, on the astral domain where they reside, is not that responsive to the cries of us, humanoid
Sure.
mortals.
Is that a water bowl that you have under the desk? Do you do dogs pets often?
For special clients like you, I will not use those. I have something better. Come in,
Okay.
into my tent.
Sure. It's so much nicer in here. I love your crystal. I love your crystal. I love it.
If you say it one more time, I'm afraid that I will have to hide it just to secure it being here.
I love the
Its
skull.
well-being.
Your skull is amazing.
Please, have a seat, everyone.
Okay.
Oh,
Did it?
Much
Let's
about
get
shares.
rid of it immediately.
As she will snap her fingers, and you're going to see some unseen servants. You're going to see just a couple of hands moving some chairs around, like ghostly spirits. As she will make enough room for all of you to sit in all around. So we'll say,
I love this.
interesting. It feels like your fate is rather intertwined. Do all of you have plans together for the next month or so?
We
yeah,
do.
right about that much time, yeah.
That's crazy that you know that straight away. That's amazing. You must be like actually tapping into our spiritual energies and stuff. It's called. Del, sit next to me. Del, sit next to me. Juniper, sit on my other side. Sit next to me.
Certainly.
Okay.
Okay. Or sit where you want. You don't have to do what Nina says. You can do whatever you want.
Then I have a question for all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because the spirits, they are in tune with me right now. However, they're annoyed when they're asked a lot of questions. When we beg for their help again and again. So I can grant all of you 2 options. I can give you a reading for your short-term future, or for the long term. Cannot do both. And this is not about money or price. This is about the spirit world.
How long term?
What does that mean?
Uncertain. But I can say this. But the 6 of you have an intertwined future. Short term, but long term, not all 6 of you have a fate together. If that helps with your decision.
But
I
what do
know
you mean by
Akbar's
spirit
old.
world?
He's not that old.
I'm pretty old.
You're not that old. Stop saying that.
You have a couple of years, don't worry.
A couple?
A
No
couple?
way. No, 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 no. He has more than a couple, right? It's just you teasing.
I'm going to ask you to consider this with a lot of serenity and the proper mindset. Do you want a short-term reading or a long-term one?
Is this per person or all together?
It could be per person.
I want to do per person, and I want to do it alone.
Should we go around the table in order then? Or what do you think? You're the
But I'm going to tell you
spiritualist.
this. If all of you agree on the same, it's going to be a bit more accurate.
Nina would like long term.
Ooh, same.
What would we both?
Yeah, but I guess the real question is, like, do you want to do a separate fortune, or do we want to do it all together? I want to do a separate one.
Yes, separate. I
Oh,
think would be
definitely
more
it's
fun.
going to be a separate one, please.
Okay.
I see
Well,
we'll take a big deck of cards and we'll start shuffling. See, however, as I said, your future is intertwined. So, even though you're doing separate readings, the reading of each one does affect the other to an extent.
Oh, okay. How does that work?
So, who wants to go first?
Okay.
You will?
I mean, I
Akbar.
get, all right. Sure.
As will shuffle the cards and pop them open, uh, face down, but with all the options in front of you. As will slowly raise her palm, her eyes following exactly her fingertips. As he takes a deep breath, and will exhale some kind of red smoke, some kind of small magic, as it's going to start orbiting around the area. Whoever wants to go first, pick a card. And whoever wants to
Okay.
do this, roll a d9.
Okay.
It's a deck of many
D9.
things. It's the dungeon card.
How do I roll? D9. Oh, thank you.
Right, exactly that. As you pick a card and immediately the oracle will turn it around. Huh. The Sage. How appropriate for you, Mr. Ogvar Kara. You see a card that shows a wizard, an old gnome perhaps, or an old human that is a bit short. Doesn't matter. White hair, some decorations. For a clever person like you, Ogvar, you recognize that this person in the drawing wears the robe of the Magi, one of the most highly esteemed relics of the past of the ancient wizard empires. Mr. Ogvar Kara, I'll tell you this. You should give advice freely and often. It will save another's life in the near future, earning you their loyalty.
Okay. Like, to everyone, I feel like, sometimes it's, like, not welcome. I'll back.
As she will turn towards the rest, who's going to be the next one?
Brandon,
And
do you want to go? We'll go
the
the
oracle will
opposite
keep
way.
the same card open, which means that there is one less option. So roll a d8 whoever wants to go next.
Who wants to go? Who wants to go? Who wants to go?
I'll go.
You go.
Never
And then
mind.
Nina.
Brennan already will open a card as you say that. As you open a card, and it seems more like a tricky one, a caped figure wearing a black coat, having a dagger on their waist, and a crossbow aiming at someone like an assassin. The rogue. Do you have many enemies, Wood Elf?
Not that I know of at the moment, but it's possible.
Well, a foe is hunting you. They seek vengeance and shall arrive rather soon.
All right.
Who is next?
Lupa.
All right. I'll have Lupa go.
1d7 for Lupa. As you open this card, and there is no person inside this card, but instead there is a comet. A big boulder with shining lights and flames, with several colors around it. You cannot help yourselves, but the rest of you will immediately remind you of the Rainbow Falls, the place where you first met and you saw those sludgy comets fall around. As I said, the spirits are not very responsive in this one, but try to carry a lit flame with you at most times. Chances are you will be rewarded with wondrous treasure.
Lit flame. Does a candle work?
The oracle will lift your shoulders, uncertain on how this will apply to Lupa. The spirits are the only ones that know.
I mean, it is a lit flame. Like, it's a candle, right? It's a lit flame.
Sounds like it would.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at one right now. It looks pretty lit for me. We'll figure it out, Brennan. We'll figure out a way to get Lupa alive.
Who wants to go next?
You, Juniper? Is it you?
I can.
You wanted before Brennan, so you should go now.
Okay.
If you want.
Roll as a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you open this card, you're going to see a landscape and a rather destroyed castle, old tower, ruins of it all around, and some dead trees decorating the area as the oracle's eyes will turn a bit uneasy as she locks eyes with you. The ruin card. I never like being the harbinger of bad news, but as you might know, I might have to do that quite often. Juniper Cara, you will lose something you hold dear. I'm afraid there is no way to prepare you more about this. But you should be ready to lose something of great importance.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
What a bombshell I drop on someone.
You know, Juniper, it could just be Jerry.
Order a hat.
Or your. No, 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 don't say that.
It
Also,
is
she
something
said
important to her.
She said
Yeah,
someone.
but Juniper, you'll be fine. Be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Many things are of value to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure as long as you can keep the things that are of the most next to you,
Yeah.
you will be able to move on with your life.
And just because you're losing something of value doesn't mean you're losing something good. Even bad things can be valuable.
You did say something, right?
He did say something.
Something.
She,
Maybe.
but like a thing could sometimes be very
Nina like tilts her head a little
bad
and
for
says,
something.
"It could be your mom, Juniper."
Yeah. Could be.
It could be.
What did you go next?
I will, and it'll be way worse than yours. I promise. Okay, do me. Do I just shuffle these? Do you shuffle them?
No, I do not. Just draw one of the remaining cards.
Okay. Nina closes her eyes, reaches forward, and D5 is it? Yes, D5.
Correct.
And pulls one through.
Just a moment to find that out. 1, 2, 3. As you open this card, you are going to see a golden key with very elegant decorations on top of it, some symbols, and all intertwined with some strange spiritual energy.
Cool.
The key card usually indicates that a dream will bring answers to the questions you seek.
Oh. Nina like stares at the card for a second. Says, "Okay, well, it's really fucking vague. No offense, spirits that you're listening. I appreciate you. Don't haunt me. Yeah, sure, fine, thank you." She puts the card down, slides it back across the table, and then looks at Juniper and says, "See, mine's way worse."
Oh, what was yours again? What did they say? It was like a golden key?
Yeah, just that a dream would reveal something to me. Answers. Question. See.
It sounds significantly better.
I don't know. That sounds super vague. It sounds even more vague than Juniper's.
Well, but that's promising, right? Because you were gonna do your dream thing on this guy.
Yeah, that just sounds like luck, you
Getting
know?
answers is definitely better than losing something, isn't it?
No, not if it's her mom. If she's losing her mom, it's like a good.
I hope so.
Who's next?
Doll,
Oh, I'm going last.
you're going last. Okay. So next is Shaw.
Please, be my guest. As you open a card right there, and Sir, you're going to see a like a palace room, a throne room, main chamber with a throne standing right there with several decorations like weapons around, shields of factions and all. The throne guard. Great responsibilities shall be thrust upon you. Only you will know if you are ready.
Char like is looking at the card, kind of just narrows her eyes, almost distrusting, before she just puts it face down back on the table.
Many find my readings with the tarot cards more vague than my previous ones. But I tell you this, compared to my previous abilities, my foretelling with the tarot cards is not only more accurate, but applies to much more important things in your futures. As she will look momentarily at the Juniper and say, sorry for that. But
It happens all the time. It's okay.
Her mom's a jerk, but important to who she is what Nina thinks. It's what Nina knows. It's your mom. It's your mom, Juniper. Your mom is either dying right now or will die. Yeah? Okay? She's like choking in her sleep, wishing you were there to help her and hold her hand. But no, because she's a jerk. She's going to die alone. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and then
last not least,
the Oracle will point towards Dalliance. Saying,
Well, yeah, Lupa.
before you draw the final card, I'll tell you this. As you can understand, there are only 3 choices left. 2 of them are rather gloomy options. Dark. Will you manage to find the light amongst those 3?
They're all right. It's a matter of perspective.
You did find the light one. As you'll open a card and you will see a knight showing right there with their silver armor, their sword, their shield, their helmet, and everything that goes with their nobility, standing there next by a white horse, and the sun blazing on the background of it. The knight card. Someone will offer you their services in a time of great need. Trust them. You only have something to gain.
ooh, ooh. Oh, you can't even see their face. Is it an actual knight in the card, or does that mean it could be like anything?
Right? Interpretation. I like this.
Or is it the horse? Will you get a horse? A
I'd
hungry
say that
horse?
someone applies mostly to humanoids when it comes to spirits. You see, the spirits that answer those questions and bring me these answers are spirits that know about other humanoids. Hearing their voices, their pleas, and all.
You
I'm just
know.
gonna take all of the cards together and start shuffling them a little bit, rearrange them.
Whoa.
Back to the side.
Whoa. Aren't you forgetting someone?
Did you not go Akbar?
For
Lupa
anyone
was.
his dog to go.
Lupa
Did
already
Lupa.
went.
Wait, yeah.
Go
Oh,
here.
okay. So you're not forgetting someone.
No. You are so selfish, Akbar. You don't even listen to other people's fortunes.
You're right. I mean, it was just a dog, so.
What?
I
Yeah,
can't believe
his
it.
So
spirit
selfish
is
left and
acting
right
rough.
all of a sudden.
You know what?
It's projecting, mostly, I believe.
You know what? Dal, your card. Somebody will come to you in a time of great need and offer you their service. That could
Indeed.
be a number of needs.
That's very true.
You know, that might be the most fitting card here, I think. Maybe you'll get lucky tonight, who knows?
Well, I have not forgotten you said there's a very interesting surprise you're going to show me once this moon rises.
Oh, yeah. You know, maybe you will get lucky. We'll see. We'll see. Not with Nina, I mean,
What?
of course. No, not with Nina, of course. I just mean, Jennifer, what that Nina is trying to say is maybe someone will come to the Dalian son with a great need that needs to be satisfied, a flame to be snuffed out, if you know what I mean.
Uh,
No? Well,
I'm
we're
not
going to.
following.
Oh, it's okay. You might. We'll see, because we might end up in the cat house rather than a bathhouse, is all.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm just saying that card might just be saying that Dal's going to get laid, is all. Again, not by me.
oh.
We will
Well,
see. Who knows?
Indeed. Again, the future is not set in stone.
Mhm.
I have one more thing to say before I dismiss you. As she completes with shuffling the deck and draws one card, keeps it face down from you, next to her face, hiding the true nature of it. There is also this knowledge, this reading applying to most, if not all of you. However, I already do know that informing you about this will do you a lot more harm than good. So I'll give you
Okay.
the option of not opening this card, this
What if
reading to you.
just a couple of us looked at it?
And it will be harmful for that couple of you. The reading will occur either way, but your awaiting for its occurrence will only make you more liable, more
Well,
prone, and
Juniper.
perhaps even a self-fulfilling, this prophecy.
Wait. So it does matter if we look at it.
It does.
I mean, that's what she said.
It does not matter
Ah.
for the end result, but it matters for everything in between.
Okay.
It will make your future more harmful. But some people,
Okay, then I guess we don't need to see it then.
Juniper, Agvar, you can leave if you want. In fact, maybe you
Okay.
should. Nina wants to look at it though.
Oh, I'm curious.
You, are you sure? Because you shouldn't be curious just because Nina's curious. If your card upsets you, and
Curious?
this one is definitely going to upset us all, then maybe you shouldn't. But,
Since you can't get any worse than it's already gone.
you know, that's what Nina's thinking too. And she leans forward and she just whispers to Juniper. Also, she just doesn't believe any of this, so you know, it's just curious.
Yeah.
Agvar, do you want to step out?
No,
No?
sits back down next to Juniper.
Do you want to stay just because Juniper's going to look at it? Or because you were pretty clear a second ago that you didn't want to see it? And you shouldn't change how you feel just to satisfy somebody else.
We're all about to think so.
I don't, it's not like to satisfy her. I just want to be here for that.
Yeah, I just,
She's
you
gonna get
shouldn't
stressed
upset
out. I
yourself.
don't want her to be alone.
She's not going to be alone. I'll be here. We'll be here. Anyone who wants to stay. And you'll be right outside anyway. If you don't want to get upset by this, you don't have to look at it. It's just a card. Just because Juniper wants it doesn't mean you have to want it too. It's okay to not want the same thing sometimes. It's only the same.
Yes.
It's healthier if you don't be here, and if that's what you wanted originally.
You make your choice out, guard 3, 2, 1, make it. Here or no?
He doesn't move.
Okay, you're staying to look. Okay.
Shara's gonna go ahead and
all right.
Dal, you okay with it?
there's one thing I like doing, is things against the odds. So I'll stay.
Then you have your answer, those of us sitting are wanting to see it. Bad as it may be.
I see. We'll check up on your eyes on all of you to make sure that all of you want to stay. And apparently the Oracle sees some determined people staying in that room. As she will pop the final card open down. As you will see a card that depicts something more ethereal, more surreal compared to the previous ones. Some colors, some smoke intertwined, some chains linked to one another. The Fates card. All of you are fated to witness a terrible catastrophe. But you should take solace in knowing there is nothing you can do to stop it.
Well, that's not so bad, guys. Horrible things happen all the time. We've went through horrible things before that we haven't been able to stop, but we can control how we react and what we do afterwards. Bad things will always happen, Our lives will not be just pure joy and happiness forever, right? But we live through those things and we keep going. This could just be the sled and the millstone. Could be, I don't know, maybe the sun falls out the sky. Maybe.
It's not, the whole millstone thing.
Well,
we
no,
shouldn't be saying that in front of other people.
What do you mean we shouldn't be saying that in front of other people? That's not like a. What's the harm, The sled detect millstone.
I wanted to tell everyone in Millstone myself instead of talking to everyone.
You haven't told them? Wait.
I was going to.
You're
and
going.
then
You
we
made that.
went on this adventure. I was going
But
to
you had-
discuss it with all of you, and then
You
we
had
went
like a
on this.
month when we were. No, it's fine. I'm sorry. No,
We
it's
didn't have
okay.
a
It's
month.
fine. I mean, we were gone for a month, is what I mean.
I wanted it to discuss it with you.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I said
that's
multiple
okay.
times I wanted to have a meeting with you guys, and we didn't.
Sure. It's fine. Okay. What I'm saying is, if it happens, it's a terrible thing, right? And we know it's going to happen. But that doesn't mean like it's going to be the end of Millstone or anything. It's going to just be a bad fight, right? We're not blind to that. And we'll recover. Things will be fine. That card wasn't so bad, I must say.
Depends on who you ask. But it's up to you, as I said. If you indeed take solace, as I said, in knowing that you cannot stop it, then it won't do you any more harm. However, if you try to think a lot about that catastrophe and how you could probably avert it, it will only curse you until it happens.
Well, I don't want curses, so we best play it safe.
This is easy. You just have to know that bad things happen, because they always do eventually, even to good people. But we'll be fine. We will recover. Easy. Stress-free. No problem. Done. Wow. Guys,
Well
this
then.
was joyful, is what this was. this was just as joyful as the last reading that you did for us. Just as joyful.
Well, I was pleased to have you here once more.
I bet you are. I hope it's
As I
worth
will
it.
gather the cards once more, and she will point towards the exit. If that's all, then you are dismissed.
Thank you. I told you last time that if your fates were just a little bit more cheery, you'd get more business.
I have
Wait,
secured
what?
already enough business, so
Yeah, you know what?
think
We
that
came back. We came back.
I want to be
so
respectful to the spirits now.
it's fine. It's fine. And I'm glad that your business is doing well. And we are the suckers for coming back. Clearly. Wait, hold on. Can I like combine my card with that card that we just got? If I get answers in a dream, that like, right? I can do that. I can do that. That's what I can do. Easy, easy. Guys, don't even worry about it. If that card's right, that means my card was right. So, we're good. We're fine.
Back to the port of Arcaster. Now, a small reminder, out of character. I did mention to most people, but you weren't all at the beginning. I will have to leave quite earlier today for the session because of some emergency meeting at work. So it will be at around 1 hour prior to our normal time. We're going to make up for that time slowly over the next weeks, adding a little bit of time on each one.
Okay.
Not much so that everyone can attend. So, in that regard, instead of having a big break, because it will take all of our time now, just take 2 to 5 minutes off to grab a snack or anything, and we'll be right back to continue. Okay?
That makes
All
sense.
right.
Take a small break.
Jeremy, just for the out of character thing, I remember having that conversation. We even had it like just after we got back from the domain, after we came out of the tree, of the telling Millstone about the thing. I remember that just out of character for your knowledge. Nino is just ignorant, is all. No. I'm gonna get a drink though. Gabby, back in a second. I'm back. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What do you think? What do you think Juniper's evil like event is going to be? Her loss. What do you think it is?
God, I'm just gonna bank on Ogvar at this point.
Oh, so
Well,
old.
we were literally just talking about it prior to it.
Literally. Right. Like, yeah.
Devastating.
He's so old. So old.
So old. He couldn't even.
So
he couldn't even
pessimistic.
see. Yeah.
I think
pessimistic.
that her great loss is going to be her immense appetite.
Mm. Oh,
Wow.
that's true. I mean,
That's-
the pregnancy cravings go away. Like the
Mhm.
pregnancy hunger goes. Well, it's been a year, so maybe that's sticking around. Wait, no. She always had
Prior
it.
and
She always had
after.
it.
Yeah, that's always
Yeah,
been her
yeah.
personality.
It has. There's no other thing it could be. Then it has to be Jerry. So sad.
Oh, she's got so many important things. Anyone in this group, her kids, her husband, Key and Jerry, her
and Jerry.
ability to have the bobs.
Ah,
Oh,
That's
that's
it.
true.
when Key grows up, we're gonna find a gigantic owl bear come to Millstone who's been searching for her long lost, son and or daughter
my
this
God.
entire time.
That would be devastating.
Exactly. Catastrophic even.
Well, I guess it'd be kind of happy though, because it'd be like, oh, you finally get to be with your family. You weren't enslaved in a circus.
What's the what is it? It's what's that movie where at the very end the kid has to chase away the dog he loves because it doesn't belong to him?
Oh
Oh,
my God.
oh, it
Well,
was
I was
really
gonna say I know
sad.
a couple
It's
that
like a
die. Redfern grows, like
Old Yeller.
Old Yeller.
Oh, we're gonna have to Old Yeller Key when she gets too big.
Oh my God.
Oh no, that'll be it. We're like, Key, you're just too big now. We have to say goodbye, and like we're gonna be really sadly taking her to the edge of a forest and be like, go,
Oh my
and she's just
God.
gonna be looking at us like, what? Like you have to go. And we'll have to like throw stones at her to make her run into the forest, and we have to leave so she doesn't follow us back home. Oh, it's
Yeah,
gonna be really
what
sad.
movie was that when they did that?
I that's how it went. It was like a dog, and he put like the dog's like yogurts out for the dog, and then had to like throw stones at the dog and for to make the dog run away. It was really
Thing.
sad. It was so sad.
They don't make happy animal films, do they? They're all in a
No.
crisis.
Airbud's happy. Airbud's happy.
I'm familiar with that one.
Airbud, the dog that plays hockey, I think is what it is. Airbud.
Oh, Air Bud?
It's
Yeah, Airbud.
Yeah.
It's basketball.
It
Yeah,
sounded
yeah.
like you were saying Herbert.
Basketball.
Herbert.
Yeah, Ebbed.
Herbert.
And I'm like,
Herbert.
is that a
Herbert.
pig? Like that.
Yeah, Airbud. Oh my God, it's right. He plays back. Okay, that's stupid. I thought he played hockey. That made way more sense than playing fucking basketball. How's a dog play basketball? That's impossible. That dog was set up for
Man.
failure.
There's a lot of those stupid films out there, like Beethoven, Homeward Bound.
It bounces the ball off.
Thomasina. Shoot, I don't remember what happened in Thomasina.
I'm thinking of
Free Willy, Skipper.
Free Willy's a whale, though.
it's called
So,
Home,
Still an
the
animal.
Adventure. Home,
Babe.
the Adventures of the Yellow Dog. Or Babe, Big Pig in the City. George
Yeah.
Miller's magnum opus.
Um,
Yeah.
I am back.
George Miller, director of Mad Max, his magnum opus, Babe 2, Pig in the City.
it's a solid film, okay?
Very
It
niche
was
knowledge you have
fucking-
at the tip of your tongue.
Yeah. It's a fantastic film.
Do we have everyone here?
I think so.
I can hear
Don't
many
I don't think
voices.
so.
Yes.
Do you
It's
have a
just
Jeremy?
us.
Do we have a Jeremy?
No,
Yes,
quit
maybe.
asking.
Oh.
Yes, we
Yes.
have.
Yeah.
All right
Can you
then.
hear me?
Then we are
Yep.
No.
in Arxester outside. As it is right now, after you had the meeting with the mayoress and you had your meeting with the NTSC, and then you went to the Oracle. It's been some time. It's coming by afternoon right now, let's say, since you did spend some time to eat as well. And I did hear that some of you are willing to go towards a bathhouse. I'm not sure if everyone wants to go, but nonetheless, I know that some of you are. Is there anyone that wants to skip that part, or are you all going together?
Think we're
I will
all
take the
going.
silence
My
as all
wife's
together.
going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds
Lupus the only one we didn't get an answer from. Yeah.
Why not? Well,
Go.
as you go there, you're going to see a man that is really similar to the other guy that was there. As we'll say, greetings. My name is Benuz.
The
And,
news, we know we've met.
oh
You
no,
work
I'm Benuz.
Benuz from Stania. You work for Stania?
Oh,
Hello.
you have already met my brother, Benuz. I'm Benuz.
Your name is Benuz? Can you spell that for Nina, just so she can pronounce it properly? She doesn't speak
B
common super.
E
Yeah.
N
Uh-huh.
U Z apostrophe Z.
Okay, it's that last Z that's catching me. Benuz.
Correct.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you, Eva. I'm Nina.
I'm-
Hello.
I saw you enter this building, but I thought you should know that our bathhouse is for males only, unless you book the private room, in which you can do whatever you want. The private room is up to 10 people. I can see that your party could accommodate that. But the public area is only for men, if you want to go there.
That's
Which
fine.
option will it be?
The private, because we have a little mix here. And a dog. Is the dog okay?
You can do anything you want with whoever you want in the private room.
I don't like how you phrased that, but sure. It's fine. We'll be taking the dog in with us, just to bathe. Yeah,
Right.
that's
The
How
private
much?
bathhouse room it costs 2 gold pieces for an hour and a half.
it's perfect. It's perfect. Do you have any staff on hand? You know, like masseuse?
Excuse me, I was not able to hear. Can you repeat that, please?
Do you have any staff on hand, like masseuse? That's a thing, not a person. Masseuse. Masseuse isn't a name.
I understand. No, unfortunately, we do not. Our our employer here wants to cut costs and keep it as limited as it could on those employees. If
Is
you
it
ask
private?
me, he's a bit. Anyway, let's not. Please give me the gold pieces so I can guide you to the private bathhouse room.
Perfect. You know, Nina could just if I saw 1 second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with Lupa. Nina's just going to disappear for a moment, and she's going to go and get some people who can do massages. Is that okay? And I can bring them in. They're part of our party.
As long as you're up to 10 people inside the private room, it is fine by me. And by people, I do count the dogs as well, the wolf.
Yeah.
So you're 7 right now.
Nina's just going to go and get a couple of other people. Do you know if there's like a cat house nearby or anything like that? People good with their hands?
I believe my
Also,
brother
Valhalla.
Benuz is working on a massage place, so perhaps you can get them to help.
Is that nearby? And can you spell their name too?
Yes, it's BENUZ apostrophe SZ.
Benus. Okay. Okay. This is great. I love this. I know Benus. I know Benuz. And I know Benuzes. That's fantastic. I would love to meet your parents.
He works
Not
on the
now.
shop on the corner of the street to the right. You're going to see a big sign on top of it that indicates that this is a massage house. However, no bath is involved there. But perhaps with a good bribe, you could get them to come by here. Tell them but that Benuz approves of this.
I will be back in a sec. I will be back so fast, I swear. If
Yes.
anyone wants to join me, feel free. But
Does
no,
the private
it's
room
close.
come with like soaps and stuff?
Of course.
Okay.
Soaps, towels, and
Mm,
you are going to. There's going to be a small. What's the word? A tube in there
tube?
that you cannot speak. We have a wizard on the other side of the room that could increase the heat in the room or decrease it
Oh,
as you wish.
that's cool.
Perfect. This
Are
is
we
like
allowed
Nina and
to
her
take
bats.
beverages in, or
Yes, of course. Most people do take drinks with them in there.
okay,
Great.
cool. Well, should we go and get that before we come?
Dale, can you like
Huh?
manage them while I go and get the massages? Can you make sure that Juniper doesn't eat bread in the bath?
Oh, certainly. And in any case, while you go and get some masseurs, I want a private word with Benuzes.
Great. Okay, guys, I'll be back in a second. I need to just.
Yeah,
Of
we're gonna go
course.
grab drinks.
I'll come
How
with you,
may I
Nina.
help you? I'm going to repeat myself because we did talk on top of each other.
Yeah, do
So
it.
Benuz will go to Dalian and will say, "How might I be helping you?"
Well, is everyone left the chamber?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I suppose that Nina and Brennan will have left to go take the massage, and the rest have been led to this pretty room right here. But yeah,
Fantastic. Well, thank you for the offer of using the private rooms at the cost. However, there is one thing I did want to speak of, and as they're talking, they are reaching into a pocket and taking out a little compact. As they open it, they start applying some lipstick. You see, in my wide travels of Tesseria, there is very few things that kind of grate on my nerves, you understand, as I'm very accepting of most people. But there is one thing that I have run afoul of occasionally, and it's, I am not really one to look the other way, but I do like recompense for social faux pas. And, and to be honest, one of them is just gender specifics. It's always confused me that in all the experiences that we can garner in this wildlife, there are many people that try to bar others' experiences based on race or gender or something. So I'm not going to ask for an apology. That is far beyond me. And Doll is going to cast suggestion. But what I would more than anything love is as a way to recompense, such a egregious bar of your establishment here is that if you would be so ever so kind to act as our table for her drinks in there.
as I'm gonna roll a d20, just a generic. So you want me to stand by there and fill your drinks whenever they are finished?
Oh no, no, not at all. I think that you would be more than happy to sit on your hands and knees and be a table for our beverages.
I, I guess I can hold them for quite a while. Sure.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear you say that. Thank you very much. I'm sure that possibly Nina or someone will go acquire some drinks. If not, I can do that. But go get in position. Oh, I should take drink orders of everyone. Come with me, dear.
I'm going to ruin it a bit for you because suggestion does make it so that the others make a course of action that is reasonable. So to him, being the table would be a metaphorical table. He will not be a literal table
Hmm,
because that's how the suggestion works. But he will be
sure.
just standing there all the time with the drinks on his hands, waiting for any of you to take them, facilitating essentially what a table would do,
Sure.
just
Sounds
keeping
good.
them on top of him instead of putting them down on the floor. Right there on the corner of this room, waiting for any of you to ask for the drinks. As you soon enough find yourselves, I'm not going to roleplay that part with Benuz's, Nina. You're going to find a couple of masters, if that is what you wish. And of course, Juniper and Ongvar, you will easily get your hands on a handful of drinks to have there to relax.
Great.
As finally, you're going to meet inside the bathhouse, and we'll get a well-deserved time of rest.
When Nina comes back, she's just the first thing you guys hear is her talking to Brayden and saying, "I cannot believe that dude named his place Benus's Masus's houses. It's the stupidest name I've ever heard, but it's kind of great as well.
How are you
Benus's
supposed to just say that name?
houses. I know, like with a straight face. I don't know. I don't know how
You just
names
want to
are
crack
kid-
up. You just want to crack up every time you say it. But then
Yeah, I know. Benus's houses. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Hello, everybody. We're back. We have Benus's here. He's going to be our Benus's is going to be our masseuses for this hour and a half. Are you comfortable? Oh, Benus, you're joining us, and you have drinks. That's great. It's fantastic.
Oh, both of them are here. Okay.
Benus, so are you two twins? Are you like brothers? Nina's just looking at Benus's as
Unmuting. Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Benus's masseuses, and the other one is Benus's, I don't know, baths, I guess. This is cool. I like it. You have
Oh
your own
no,
little niche.
we are Benuz's Masus's, but this bathhouse does not belong to Benuz's. It's Guran's actually. Benuz is just a worker here.
Oh, okay. You guys are really prolific. It's a word. One of you has your masseuse place. One of you works at his bath place. One of you works for the mayor. That's like really cool. You know, it's like a working family. That's neat.
How
That's
many
nice.
siblings
That's cool.
are there of you?
Yeah,
We
how
are a big
many?
family.
Big.
The masseuse is the one responding. So he will say, pointing towards Benuz, they are a big family. I'm not sure how many siblings there are, but I think there are around a dozen, or perhaps 13.
That's crazy. That is so many. Your parents must be like rabbits. That's
Oh no,
brilliant.
they
No?
are, and they are also all of the same age. They say that
What?
there
Your
was like
poor
a
mother.
curse. Yes, she died during childbirth.
I'm
Oh,
not surprised. That's horrible. I'm sorry. That's horrible. That's
Yeah,
really
they
sad.
say
I'm so
she was
sorry.
cursed. However, all of your children are healthy and they are working at very good spots all around the town. And they are devoted to make her proud in her afterlife, at the very least. It's the very least they could do. As Benuz, as he's doing the table, will nod, will say, that is correct. I have 12 brothers.
12 brothers? Not even a sister amongst you? That's what the. I don't. That's like. Wow. Seriously. Wow.
That is correct. We we are all like twins, triplets, quadruplets.
I don't even know.
Word
Uh,
for 13 brothers of that case. That's why I'm phrasing it that way.
wait, so. What's. Benuz, we met. Benuz's, we met. Benuz's met. What are the other 10 called?
Quick question: are you guys gonna be here like the whole time?
What? Well, yeah, this one's going to be our masseuse. Benuz's is going to be our masseuse. He's going to massage us. There are no tables, but you can just lay on the floor. That's fine. Or you can have a back
I
rub in the
was
tub.
asked by Ixdalians to stay here. Benuz is would say.
Oh, all right.
Well, we do need someone to hold the drinks. They'll fall and get all, soapy otherwise. It makes sense. Thank you, Dale. It was very.
Indeed.
I hope how you'll get a tip after this is what you do, because this is so nice for you to do for us. Thank you. Yeah. So, we need to talk about the masseuse. There are 7 of us. Can you do Lupa? Is Lupa not? I don't know if Lupa will let you massage her, but if you can, if you could try, you know.
Will she bite?
You know, you can do Lupa last after you do the rest of us. Just in
Okay.
case. You know, don't want your fingers getting bitten, you know, at the start. That would be dumb. It would be silly. Yeah. Nina's going to get changed. She comes back, and she can be first. Unless somebody else gets you it before her. Is that good? Great. Nina leaves. Just changed.
Mm. As you relax a little bit in the bathhouse, from the next room, where there is a public area that several more people, 20, 30 people, all males as indicated, men for that regard, and you can hear a lot of loud voices, laughter, mostly old people voices. But in general, here it seems to have a very calming environment, other than it's not being that well soundproof. But other than that, it is a very nice place with very nice scents, good temperature all around, extremely clean. Benuz is doing a great job here. And all
When
that in that regard.
Nina comes back after getting changed, she's wearing like 3 different towels, one on her head and like 2 across her body. Um, she goes, "Okay, I will get massage first. It's fine. Um, I just I don't know if you guys can hear the other room, but there's a lot of what sounds like towel snapping, and I think I heard the word bro get said like 50 times. Not even exaggerate. So I'm kind of glad we got the private room.
Certainly.
This is it's a lot calmer, lot calmer. That place is for once you've had a few drinks, Nina feels like. Yeah. Uh, I'm going to get a massage first. Whoever wants to come in after me, just tap in, and then Nina's going to get in the bath for a while.
All right.
Yeah.
Certainly. I think I'll go next after you're done.
Perfect. Okay. And Nina's just gonna lie down on the stone and ask Benusis to give her a massage, BG. Just do whatever you're best at.
They will for sure. Why not? They were
Thank
paid for this. They're decent. Nothing extreme, but good. Oh, exactly what you paid for a good service.
Never had a bad massage. Even clumsy fingers, they do good work. Not that your fingers are clumsy. You're doing good. You're doing great. It's good that you opened a massage place, and Nina will tell all the people on the docks about you, because this is nice. Thank you, Benusis.
You're welcome. Benuzes told us that you put a pretty good tip for us. So we really appreciate that.
That is fine. Don't even don't
Yeah.
don't even think about it. A couple of platinum, you'll be good. It'll be good. Um, how long have you been doing this? Like massaging?
I've been doing that for almost 2 years. But
Yeah.
the other people here have been very experienced. Some of them have more than 5 years experience.
Mm, mm.
It pays off well. Mostly wealthy people do such services, so getting good tips is part of the job.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Well, no. While we're here, uh, Juniper, are you feeling okay?
Mhm.
Yeah? You sure?
Mhm. Mhm.
You're just saying, mm-hmm. You're not upset about the cards or anything, are you? You know it's all made up. Like nothing last time it came through, right?
I don't even remember.
And if you don't remember, it means it wasn't worth remembering, right?
I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, they're just cards. They're just cards with little
Yeah.
pictures on it.
Mhm.
You talk to, what's her face?
Uh, uh,
Luthic?
good. Good. Lothic. You talk to Lothic, and she sometimes talks back when she feels like giving a shit. That's like way
Yeah.
better than any cards, right?
Oh man. Yeah.
Mm. You asked about Locke's mom, remember? And got an answer.
Mhm.
Better than any cards. So, don't think too much about it. No matter what shitty things happen, you have Agvar, you have me, you have Locke, you have your babies, you have Brennan, you have Lupa. You might have Shar if she doesn't disappear for 5 years. Who knows? You got lots. You got lots. Even Kiana at the push, you know?
Shar,
Hmm.
when you say that, Shar like reacts as if you like just slapped her. Like she flinches back.
Well, sorry, Shar. That was mean of me. But it was true, you know? It was true. But that's okay, because Agvar abandoned us for a month when we went to a horrible dream prison, so. Yeah.
Ogvar
We
looks
all
even
do
more
it.
uncomfortable now.
We all do. I'm sorry, Agvar. I'm teasing is all. I'm teasing. You didn't abandon us, like I said. You had the job. You had to look after 2 kids. It's fine. Even
Who
when
is
we're
this?
apart. Hmm?
Who is this
Hmm?
Luthic?
Looked at. Oh. I'll go ahead.
She's um she's how do you explain Luthic, Akbar?
She's the deity of the orcs, one of the actually sufferable ones.
Oh, just the
She,
orcs.
well, not necessarily. I think anyone can pay homage to a god. Doesn't have to be just of their kin. Juniper prays to her a lot, and she actually gets answers back. So,
Ah, so not of the orcs.
well, I mean, originally of the orcs, she was an orc herself. She's the first of the orcs, just like Rumsh was. But
Interesting.
she
And
just
this is
watches
someone
over
you
her
pay
children.
fealty to, dear Doomer.
Mhm. Why?
Just a
Do you
curiosity.
do you follow anyone, doll?
I follow myself, dear. But no, just someone spoke of you asking someone for information, and then I hear that this is a orc deity, but then you follow her. Just points of interest, that's all.
Mm, she's helped us a lot, and mm,
And also, I'm sort of sworn to her.
Say again, dear?
Well, I was sworn in to the clergy of Luthic.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, that was back when we were helping the orcs
family.
in the Underdark.
Ah, I see. Well, I don't mean
Completely
to pull
by his
focus. I
own
was just
volition.
interested.
What, Nina?
No, it's okay. It's okay. Ignore me. Ignore me.
Hmm.
No, no, not at all, dear. You, out of all of them, should speak as much as you can. I was just saying it was a point of interest. I didn't mean to
No,
pull focus.
no. Really ignore me. I was saying mean thing. Forget it.
What did you
Oh,
say?
a
No.
mean
I was
thing,
saying
dear.
mean things. You didn't
Well,
hear.
I
That's
want to
fine.
know.
No. Too bad. Too bad. It's over. It's past. You didn't hear.
Why?
So you can't feel bad. No one can feel bad because nobody heard her. That's fine. Keep going. Keep going. Binos, please keep going.
What do you mean, doll, that you follow yourself?
mean exactly as I say. Do gods follow gods themselves?
No. Right?
They are as much as they need to be for themselves.
Don't you worry about what will happen when you die?
Interesting supposition, dear. I feel that people who worry about what is to happen squanders what is currently happening. Besides, what happens to me after I expire is for a long time in the future. There are things set up anyway. Do you worry about that constantly? That being your first question to me is concerning.
I mean, I don't worry about when I die or if I die, but I guess I used to worry where I would go in death.
Hmm.
Like, I was told that you can be occupied or borrowed or pushed into a deal where others who swear to some deity are swept to their place. Like, if I didn't swear to Luthik, then Ogvar would just go to wherever Luthik is. And I'd be in eternity lost? Something about a wall.
Mm.
So you're saying that you swore fealty to this Luthik because when Ogvar eventually departs, you wanted to join him whenever you did. Is
I
that what you're getting at?
want to see united in death as well. So yes.
That's fair. It's not uncommon for people to turn their eyes skyward in the eventuality of death. And it is also true that many people see death as the end all. Interesting. And how long ago has that been?
Years, at least two.
Mm,
And because you swore fealty to Luthik, you no longer worry about that, true?
I guess I haven't really thought about it in a while, I suppose. It seems inevitable that Ogvar will go first, and I don't know when I will. I don't know.
Inevitable. That's such a dirty word, I find. People banning something to be unchanging. Hmm. Hmm. And you, not you, but someone, I believe it was you, dear Ogvar, said that you have spoken to Luthik and gotten answers before?
Juniper has.
No, certainly.
I myself get more simple signs. I'm just not as. I think it takes more magical acuity to get more clear answers, and Juniper has it.
Oh, okay. So even though you yourself are a clergy of this individual, she receives more solid information from her arcane proclivities.
Well, not. I'm still able to detect things. When I
Hmm.
first met you, um, I uttered a prayer, and I felt something about you.
Oh, do tell.
I felt a Fey presence, at least a trace of it.
That's
Well,
one way to describe Val.
indeed. Both in the literal and metaphoric, that is indeed correct.
I'm
But to my
able to ask very situational things.
oh,
It's not it. Prayer is a strange thing. It's not
isn't it?
always.
Can,
Yeah, it is. What?
can Nina butt in?
I mean, I guess.
Is it because you're a father and not a mother?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
more
I remember
gender
that's what
specifics.
Is it?
Why is that?
I remember that's what Kriana said. That she was more in touch with the mothers of the orcs. You know?
Oh, this is a gender-based deity.
You should hear about how they weren't allowed to carry weapons, the women. That
Oh,
was
is
a
that
whole thing.
Well, that was imposed on them by fucking One Eye and all
It's
of his
true.
clergy.
Mm, mm.
We're different than Millstone.
Yes, no, we are. We're rallying against that shit. Which is good.
I was
Apologies for
first of
interrupting.
the male clergy.
However, it is a bit past my time. I really have to go for work. Sorry for ending this
That's
up a
okay.
bit earlier. Sorry. I mean, if you want to continue the RP, I won't blame you, but it's
That,
Aw.
yeah.
not without you
I'm
picking
sorry
up.
for having to leave earlier today. I did tell you at the beginning. We're gonna make up for that time later
No
on.
worries.
Don't worry.
No, too easy. Yeah, life's life.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yep. It was a
okay.
pleasure once more having you here, guys. I'll
Thank
see
you
you
for
on the
being
next
Thanks,
one.
CG.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
PG.
Bye.
Bye.
I like that creeping conversation towards godhood and such with Luthic there. It's like, it's like, yeah, it's got it's a topic with a bit of spice to it, especially her being the patron of the female orcs.
Oh yeah.
Um,
There's
it's-
certainly
it's
no
it's
reason
cool.
I'm leaning that way. Just out of interest.
But in character and out of character, it's spicy and interesting.
No, certainly, yeah.
I always like that about the D&D gods, that they all have their like baked in. They're getting less and less so with the newer editions, but they have the the baked in. What would you call them? Negatives, like not perfect imperfections,
Yeah.
literally baked into
Oh, yeah.
them that you can play off and stuff. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, yeah. Um, the tarot thing, guys. That was weird.
Devastating.
That was devastating.
Devastating.
That was like that's like those are like. I feel like we got a pretty bad. Dal got a good one. Nina got a vague
Well,
one.
I wish we got full tarot readings.
That would have taken ages to do a full tarot.
Yeah,
I think.
it's fair.
Like I understand making it a bit more simplified, which is fine, and the randomness of it as well.
I don't know. I was looking for fun substantiveness because like, oh, someone comes to Doll's aid. Oh, surprise.
yeah. I like
Well, I mean,
like
like
lupus.
that's tarot
No.
to some extent.
No, yeah.
Well, I like because the whole like tarot. I feel the whole point is the person doing the reading is the explanation of their interpretation of this set of
Yeah.
cards for this individual, because a lot of it is based on their first impressions of you as a person. Not that I say like this. Me saying that implies that I don't believe that tarot is real. I don't. I don't
I was gonna
believe
say,
it.
oh, but you
I
fully
don't.
do, yeah.
Yeah. I don't. It's fun though. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
It's an interesting to play with.
It's a great
Yeah.
way to help you realize what you're unconscious of. Like from
Yes,
a psychological standpoint, it's
absolutely.
really fun.
Like yeah, what you take away from it is more important than what the other person provides you with. It's like yeah, it's exactly, it's like a fucking therapy session almost.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. You become more
yeah.
self-aware because you are that point of symbology. Like you're relating. I mean, that's exactly what they do when they try to scam you.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah.
with Juniper getting the ruin card, she's like, "Oh my god, what's important
Yeah.
to me?" And everyone else is like, "Oh my god,
What
what
did
are the
I
things that
just
are
mention
important to?"
beforehand?
Yeah.
Now it's immediately relevant because it was in the front of my mind.
It's
Yeah.
like, I feel like you're gonna be together for the next month or so. I definitely don't know that because I work on the docks. And I know that you just got a month's worth of supplies.
If I keep it incredibly vague, you fill in the details. That's great.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
Well, also, it's
Um,
just like looking at cards and instantly assuming that one's bad or one's good. Like Doll had very much the correct outlook that like a card could be good or bad. Like the ruin card doesn't necessarily mean that like if something's gonna die or something.
Yeah,
It
That
could
was
mean
her
like you need to
interpretation.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I
But,
think
like,
the
it
tower
could
card
mean,
is
like-
bad though. I think the tower is like actually bad things are going to happen. Like actual catastrophe is what the tower card means. But there aren't that many in the deck that are just explicitly.
Unless you pull
bad.
it upside down.
What's that mean?
The reverse. That's literally what the reverse is.
Oh, so something bad is going to happen, but it will be good, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Is that what that one means?
It could literally mean anything, whatever you want it to mean.
Okay. I just.
We
That's
thought you were an
one of
expert. We were letting you have the floor,
Yeah.
sir. We were
Yeah.
waiting for
Well-
all of your insight.
My understanding is the tower is bad, but I think
Yeah.
if there's an better one, it's like, yeah, it's bad, but good will come from it. Whereas the tower by itself might just be bad.
Yeah. I was gonna say it meant like it was like very symbolic of like destruction and stuff, and then the reverse was like love.
In tarot, the tower card, often depicted as a tower struck by lightning, signifies sudden, often unexpected changes, upheaval, and the potential for destruction. It's not necessarily bad, it's just like, it is a change. A change is coming, doesn't necessarily mean it's horrible.
Very
Okay, never mind. No.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. But I like Tarkar. I think I like. I'm pretty sure Juniper's was shitty last time too, as well. I'm pretty sure Juniper got a bad one. I'm trying to remember what it was.
I'm trying to remember. I'm like, man, I do remember the dragon thing. I don't remember at all what.
I remember. I remember the dragon thing as well. I think it was something about Juniper's mum, because I'm sure that that's another time the conversation of strangling Juniper's mum came up.
Yeah.
Is it right?
Maybe.
Is it right?
You may.
Might both
Maybe.
times been yeah. I think Juniper's was something like there is something watching you, or like an unwelcome guest or something like that.
Yeah. I'll have to look back at my notes eons ago.
Yeah, like 3 years ago. Jesus.
So much scrolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love as
I'll
well.
I'll be honest. It took until seeing the map for me to remember when the last time we saw this person was.
Yeah, this was just before we left on Brainon's Ark. This was like just prior to us the last time we were here. We were in the basement of a farmhouse, pulling a like desiccated skeletonized baby out of an evil shadow monster's chest.
Oh, yeah.
I was there for that one.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was brutal. Well, I like as well that this spiritualist that drew those cards is like, I can't do it for dogs. And Nina's like, a platinum? And she goes, I'll do it for dogs. And then she's like, yeah, I do it for plenty of people's dogs if they pay me enough. It's like, yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. It's like, it really doesn't help my or Nina's like complete
And
not
also-
believing in it.
It's important to point out that like we didn't get you're bound for catastrophic destruction and there's nothing you can do about it until after we Millstone was mentioned.
Oh, that's... Wait, is that true?
Yes, it was mentioned while Juniper got her evil thing.
Oh, I thought it was just after, because that's when I was like, it could just be... That catastrophe could just be, like, the slot thing in Millstone. Was it not? I don't know.
Oh my
Doesn't matter.
god, that's also
Maybe I'm
equally
tweaking.
awful.
Yeah, because I thought that's why I brought it up.
was because of that's what the inevitable catastrophe was, the one that we can't change. But that's the thing, in character, that I think that's related to I think that's specifically saying that, yeah, the attack on Millstone is going to go ahead, but just because there's an attack on Millstone, that's going to be a horrible thing, doesn't mean Millstone's going to just turn to ash, you know? I think we're all aware that it's
That would
probably
be
going to
so
take some damage.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna get roughed up a little. You know,
Oh.
there's a bunch of slod with.
There
I guess
goes
there's a bunch
Nina
of
and
slod
Locke's
with.
house.
That'll be the fucking first one to go. It'll be the only one to go, but that's okay because then they can just rebuild it. They can rebuild it the size. Yeah, actually, no. Millstone will be untouched, and then shortly afterwards, a fire will appear in their house. And oh no! Oh no!
Ogmar walk away with a can like.
Oh no! I was thinking Nina and Locke set fire to it and like, oh no, we have to make it bigger. Oh no, we have to rebuild it and make it bigger and
Right.
nicer. Like redecorate. It's funny. Yeah. God, next session is when next session will be the surprise for Dahl. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very looking forward to it. I really can't wait to see how it goes. It's gonna be. I think it'll be cool, Dahl. I have no idea how it's gonna go. It's gonna be cool.
What?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
happening?
Nina's got a surprise for Dahl. That's it. That's it.
Ooh.
Nina's got a surprise for Dahl. Yeah.
I think
Um,
I will
after this,
see you guys later.
sorry.
See you well.
Yeah.
See you well.